380-5800. That's victoryauto.org. Check us out. We are at 4885 Elmore, just off Covington Pike. In-house financing, of course. Generous credit approval, of course. Don't forget to ask about our layaway. That's victoryauto.org. 901-380-5800. Fill out the credit app online or come by or give us a call. 901-380-5800.
Welcome to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and C.J. Hertz on AM 560, 96.1 FM, and 87.7 FM. Now, here are your hosts, Peter and C.J.
I got a treat for all the people watching on the stream early as we welcome you in to the Family Leisure Studios. Sports 56 Mornings, Peter and CJ with you. Watch us. Pow! See that?
I saw it.
Pow! Gonna unleash the hair every morning. Boom!
You need to do it in the Mohawk. You were playing with it yesterday. Do it up that way. Take it all the way back.
It's hard to keep it.
You got to oil it up. Grease it up, man.
But it's hard to keep it that way with the headphones, you know. You know, I could kind of.
I was thinking more just like your general style needs to change now. Like you've got enough hair to now play with.
Yeah, look, like I can do like that right there. Mm-hmm. Like do a front hawk like that. Boom. What about that? That's
nice.
Wild.
I like that
wild right there.
I like that.
Kind of boom. What's up?
I want to see it slick back. Like I think you with the slick back hair would be straight.
Well, see that's kind of like this right here.
Yes. Even that alfalfa a little tough.
Yeah.
Right there. Yep.
Right there. Something like that.
Yep.
Like a little Pat Riley style.
And put it in the ponytail in the back.
My hair's too fluffy for the ponytail.
Well, you got to.
I know, but it's still just. It needs some significant relaxation.
You can't put a perm in it? I'm sure you can put a perm in it.
I guess I could. I really haven't tried.
Yeah, perm that thing. See what that does.
Get the straightener to straighten.
Yes. I
can go all the way.
You can't go outside. Do you got the silk wrap, like the silk head wrap? Because my wife's got one of those. Cool.
We're good.
Cool. So you get some of that. You keep it nice and fresh.
It'll be nice. We can make this thing work.
Yeah.
Just for all the folks out there on the stream.
Different drip. Yeah, I like that. You're not doing anything else. Like experiment.
I mean, it's true. That's true. It's true. It might as well just have fun with it. Well, as I say, welcome in. It is. It will not surprise you to find out it's hot, humid outside.
Ooh, that morning walk was something else, Peter.
The humidity levels of late are just absurd.
Can you see the different color shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, nice. Put the sweat on. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody want to see CJ's sweat rings, then you got a chance to see that on the video too.
Yes.
So I don't know why you wouldn't be watching that.
You got to watch the video.
You got to check the stream out, Periscope, YouTube, Instagram, and all that. Because you're seeing some stuff you may want to see and some stuff you may not want to see. But there it is. So yeah, it's that kind of a morning. Yeah, yesterday it is basically. I don't know how it isn't always raining. There's so much moisture in the air. Like it just, it was one of those where yesterday I was doing some work outside, and it just started randomly raining, just even though it's sunny, because it's so humid that it has to do something with all this moisture, and it's just rain a little bit and no problem, and then right back.
It just hits the pavement and sizzles and goes away.
Yeah, and you can see the steam.
Yes.
And it's you can smell that. It's.
If you don't see it when it falls, you'll wake up and think nothing's happened.
No, because it'll be dry within 2 minutes. It's done. It's out. So, in any event, it's that kind of a day. It's that kind of a morning. It's going to be that kind of a day for a while. It's July 1st. I can't believe it's July 1st. We're now at the halfway point of the year. Mm-hmm. It's been a great year, really. We nailed 2020. We
did it.
We did it, folks. We did it. Were you looking for a great year? You got one.
You certainly got a year, man. Certainly half of that is true.
I mean, did you want absolutely nothing to go right?
Well,
have I got the year for you?
I mean, between the five, is Australia done burning? It's been so long since I checked.
Well, it's winter now in Australia.
Okay,
so that
they're
helps.
done burning.
That helps, right?
All right.
I think they're done for now. Because when they started burning, it was summer in Australia. Winter for us.
Yeah.
that helps. Winter in Australia is not still pretty warm, but I think that's part of it. Honestly, I don't know. It's a mess, man. That's all I can say. This year, top 5. What do we got for this year?
I mean, we can go the fires in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
You can go
Bing.
Kobe Bryant's death.
Boom.
We can go the civil unrest over here.
Bing.
Obviously, the coronavirus.
Boom.
And what's 5? I mean, I don't know. There's so many to choose from. You can go our president having a warrant out for his arrest. We can go. We can go. Like what is going on?
It's
what is happening?
I don't know.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Are y'all just gonna roll up to the White House because you know where he's at? Issuing this warrant? No, that's not how that works.
No,
you can't get out of here with that.
Is it who's doing it? The world? Who?
I don't know. Is it Iran? I think it's Iran.
I think Iran. Yeah,
Iran because there was that beef, that friction for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that was this year. Although I'm not gonna lie. No, it was this year because we thought we was moving towards like World War III or something like that.
You got Grimace and the Hamburglar out here with
Grimace and the Hamburglar, but
AR-15.
I add those people in with the whatchamacallit, the civil unrest.
The civil unrest. Fair enough. That's fair enough.
But you can absolutely throw them in there. It hasn't McRib come yet. Is the McRib gonna be here this year? It's not looking like it. I wouldn't think so. So you can put that in there as well. Because in the McRib in like February, I don't recall seeing a McRib or a commercial for a McRib. Now I may have missed it because of everything else going on. But man, what a year!
It's all happening, and all of it's bad. But maybe maybe the second half of the year will be better. We've had very few sports in the first half of the year. We've spent about 3.5 months now without really the major normal diet of sports. We've just recently added a few sports here and there. Your NASCARs, your golf, some individual sports. Soccer has returned. That has helped folks like me who really love that sport, even though it's not the same. It is something, and so far their return in various countries has gone reasonably well, depending on where you are. But they've done okay. Haven't had any major massive disruptions. Again, part of that is because their overall case levels in those countries have gone down significantly, and so particularly in Germany, Spain, Italy, they're able to have their seasons, and so far have had no major disruptions, even though they don't have fans. We'll see kind of how it goes from there, but nonetheless, it is we're still kind of waiting for that. Adam Silver talked a little bit about the NBA's restart in the climate of all this, and he had some really I think interesting things to say and some I don't know, it's some questionable things to say. We'll get into all of that coming up. Also, we have some more. What?
I forgot about the locust swarm because that's a thing now.
Oh yeah, we got the locust.
That's
But that, I mean, that's. I'm not saying a locust swarm isn't a big deal. It is. Okay. I'm just saying locust swarms are more common than you might think. People love to put the apocalyptic thing on them, but this is relatively. There was an issue in Yemen, I believe, where they normally would have applied some sort of a pesticide that they weren't able to because of some unrest, and as a result, the locust crop got quite large and started to do its thing, which is swarm. I mean, it's the reason why they call it locust swarm. They don't call it a little locust get together. They don't call it a locust meeting. It's a swarm. That's what they do. So if you don't stop them early on, then you get yourself a little bit of a problem, which they do. But they know how to handle it there. Okay. So I don't know. I want everyone to stop. If rivers start flowing with blood, okay. Now these are signs you're in the apocalypse.
Okay.
This is the old Jeff Foxworthy bit. If rivers start to flow with blood, you might be an apocalypse.
Okay.
If frogs start raining down from the sky, you might be in an apocalypse.
All right. Don't give the world any ideas, man.
If the seventh seal is opened up and trumpets start blaring, you might be in an apocalypse. So, yeah, I want everyone to just calm down on the locust swarms. Now, we have that 100-degree days in the Arctic Circle. That's not good.
Oh, yes. I forgot it. That was this weekend?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Good God. Why in the hell is the Arctic 100 degrees?
I don't know. That's, you know. I'm going to say that's not normal.
You
but
think?
I generally don't. I don't know. I'm not a climate scientist, but I don't think that's normal.
The Arctic, which is some language. Arctic means ice in some language. Is 100 degrees. No, that's certainly not normal.
Yep. So we're going to talk about more non-normality in all of this. 4th of July coming up this weekend, and you know, if you're looking for fireworks shows and all that, I don't know. There's not going to be too many of them.
You can come bring your lawn chairs and sit in my front yard because there's fireworks shows every night in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I will say.
Right across the street, they got actual like Red Bird on a Friday, Saturday night type fireworks, like pop, shake the house, boom, and hear the sizzle come down, like lighting up the sky in the neighborhood. Taking them up past the phone pole.
Every night?
Every daggum night.
How late?
They start as early as 4:30 with the bottle rockets and such.
Okay, I was like, why are we? Yeah.
End about 10:30, 11. Maybe might push to noon 30.
I can't do that. No, I'd have to have a conversation with some folks in my neighborhood about that. I can't be. Especially with the kids, man. I can't be having that. You got fireworks popping off. I mean, we got some fireworks in my neighborhood. Not anything to that degree, but we definitely have. I hear them every night from some part of it. But if it was loud enough to wake my kids up, I mean, we'd have some words.
Well, don't have any kids, so I'm good. I sleep like a baby. I just hear them like get up, like pow, man. Oh, is that a firework? It's 11 o'clock at night. What is happening? Have fun. Do your thing, though.
Yeah. See, no. That's where the attitude changes right there. The first part of that is exactly what I would say. Is that a firework? It's 11 o'clock at night. And then it would change right there. It wouldn't be have fun, do your thing. It'd be, the hell's wrong with you? Stop shooting off fireworks. And it's not even, come on. But everybody's been shooting off fireworks. It's been fireworks time. So everyone's shooting off fireworks. Listen, I like fireworks as much as the next guy. I just don't interrupt my kid's sleep and don't make my dog freak out.
Oh, see, I don't have kids. And I don't have a dog. So
well, there you go.
Knock yourselves out.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Dogs don't like it. Kids don't like it. So don't do your thing. How about that? do a different thing. In any event, fireworks may be popping off in some areas. I don't know. Technically, fireworks are illegal in Shelby County. I'm told.
Okay.
I don't know. Technically, I've not seen that enforced to any large degree.
No.
I remember as a kid, we used to just get in the middle of the street and just fire them off for hours on end. No, did not have any kind of an issue with any law enforcement at that point. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure fireworks are illegal in a lot of different areas and just aren't enforced. Nobody, what are you going to do, roll up and take the kids' fireworks? I mean, you could, but that would be, like, heartless. That would be mean.
Did you see that video of the cop pouring out the lady's liquor on the beach yesterday?
What? No.
The beach. Oh, this is you got to see it. It's a classic. The cops pouring out the lady's liquor, like we used to call it pour out corner down in Oxford. We would set up in the Grove for pregame, and people would not. It's a fairly open secret that everyone's out there. Many people are drinking, but you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to have open containers or alcohol containers or anything. But most people put those, ubiquitous red Solo cups, some other, situation where you can disguise. And the cops, as long as you don't, make it obvious, then they're not really gonna get there and start smelling all your. And it's not that big of a deal. But occasionally there are people that that leave the cops no choice and have big open coolers and whatever else. And somebody had a big cooler and it opened up, it spilled out, and all this beer just came out. And so they're just cracking them and pouring them, and it would just pouring them all down the drain. They have to get rid of all this like whiskey, just pour it. We called it pour out corner because there's a big drain right in front of us, and you just see cops every hour, once an hour maybe, you'd see them start pouring out somebody's drink into the. Oh, I know. So anyway, the beach cops were pouring out this lady's. Looked like a little brown liquor. It could be some Cavassier. It could be some bourbon. It was hard to tell, but it was something along those lines. And she's in a bikini. She just leaps underneath the stream to try to like get the mouth. She's like trying to get a few extra little drinks while he's pouring.
What you supposed to do? That's what you got to do, man.
And he's trying to like move it around so she can't drink it. I mean, that lady may need to make a phone call or two. If you find yourself jumping on, laying around on, leaping into the sand.
Liquor is expensive.
It is expensive. I mean,
pouring liquor out.
Listen. I as somebody who had a stash poured out in college from a house party or an apartment party that had one resident who just, when somebody knocked on the door, they just let him in, and that was all it took. And they didn't. We had a few people in the house, and
why?
They let the cop in for some reason.
Why? What has happened?
It was a terrible set of circumstances. One person just let the cop in, which we weren't going to do, and then the other person tried to hide. A different person tried to hide their alcohol in a cabinet underneath where the liquor. We had a little makeshift liquor cabinet under the sink, and she tried to hide her drink in that liquor cabinet, but she left it open.
What?
So then the
Who
police
are you kicking it with?
Yeah, I don't.
How are these people invited?
They just freaked out. Everyone just freaked out. Everyone just lost their head. There was no composure at all. Everyone just. I mean, this was not a common situation. So everyone just. I was cool. I was fine.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a team game, CJ. You know, you have to rely on your teammates, and teammates really let us down. So then, lo and behold, this drawer is sitting open, and inside the drawer is a whole bunch of alcohol, and it's been there took us a while to acquire, and
oh man,
it's tough.
Did they pour it out in front of you, or did they?
No, they just confiscated.
Okay, good.
They poured it out in
right.
front of us.
Good.
But
I'd rather you.
I never got it back.
I'd rather you just take it from me.
Yeah, I never got it back.
Think they drank it?
It was nice. I mean, probably.
Or is it sitting in lockup somewhere? Is it sitting with the other?
I hope somebody did. I hope somebody drank it. I really do. I would hate for that just to be a total waste. I hope somebody drank it.
Yes.
I don't know. I wasn't even mad. Like they made it easy for the cops. It's just What are
you doing?
We're not supposed to have it. They're just sitting right there. It wasn't like there was some kind of illegal search and seizure. It was right.
You don't let them in.
Don't let them in, and then certainly don't open up drawers and stuff. I mean,
and just leave the drawers open with the stuff in it.
Exactly. Like, I mean, it's just that rough night at the office right there. It's a rough situation for sure. So anyway, we were discussing the merits, of which there are none, of the year 2020, and but one thing that has brought us closer together in the year 2020 is our producer. CJ always stands out of respect for
His Royal Highness.
His Royal Highness, who is I've checked it out, and I think we are clear today on the text, on the tweet, the pre-show tweet. I think we're clear. We're clean.
Hey,
he made it through.
Good. He also kept it really simple.
He did.
He went back real simple.
It was like the backup quarterback. You get about half the playbook, maybe a quarter of the playbook.
Yes.
He took out all the big words. He took out all the no compound sentences. No. Just
bow.
Just very very basic.
He got Rob Fisher's Twitter handle right and everything.
I mean,
he's learning, man.
That's okay. You gotta get back at it. Get some confidence back. like the quarterback throwing a few picks, just give him a few little short passes, just a little screen pass.
Get that rhythm back.
Get that rhythm back. That's right. Get to the free throw line. The shooter needs to get to the free throw line to get that rhythm back. Get a layup or two. When you're playing horse, and you've missed like 8 shots in a row, you take that little short shot. Just get that little, just gotta get that rhythm back. Get that flow back.
See the ball go in.
Feels better. So Zach just saw the ball go in. That's nice. He is, of course, the Baron of Not Sharon, the Duke of the Cucumber, the Prince of Whitehaven, the King of Somebody Else's Bling, the Deacon of the Dollar, Reverend Stacks.
I mean, the man is top part of his head is bald, and that's that. That's why you always see my boy wearing that nice hat.
67129 if you want to bring in. Let's see. When he eats dinner, he likes to eat a lot of leeks. He doesn't need to see his girlfriend but once every 3 weeks.
Oh! Okay, text line. He don't do apocalypse. He waits more than a month to kiss a lip. He can't spell check a lick. Probably missed a serving of celery sticks. My man out here doing a whole poem.
We got a full verse. Let's go.
See you.
Get that chorus. Where's the those vegetables in salad he be eating. If you want to see your girlfriend, it's going to be about a month-long meeting.
He spells his Zach with an H, but likes to throw in the K. He thinks seeing his woman every 2 to 3 months is A-OK. I rhyme K with K there, people.
Oh, for vegetarianism, he makes a strong case. At this rate, he ain't never going to get to second base.
Whoa. Oh. At the rate he's going, he won't get a woman till he's 50. And that is unfortunate because he won't get to see them.
Oh, no. He won't even get to see one.
Oh.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, keep those
Please do.
Keep those rhymes coming in. 67129. Ladies and gentlemen, he is none other than the Lord of Westwood. Zachary Boyd. Zach, good morning.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Zach. Did you call
How you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm a little sleepy.
Did you call her?
No.
Oh, are you sleepy because you spent time with her? Hopefully.
No,
right?
no. I was up late. I couldn't go to sleep.
What do you mean you up late?
I couldn't go to sleep.
You
Peter,
get this whole
he got
thing.
things to do, Peter.
I understand he got this whole, but he's got this whole thing about I got a very very rigorous sleep schedule. I have to be on point for the show and blah blah blah, which is great. I appreciate that. But now he shows up today and he's tired and it's not even for this. Then what's going on? Then you have no excuse at this point.
No, I just couldn't sleep last night. Like I was up 1 o'clock this morning. I just couldn't go to sleep. I was trying to. I was clicking through a lot of YouTube videos just trying to force myself to go to sleep.
I gotta tell you,
seems like the opposite of what you need to do.
Yeah,
You're trying to
I gotta be honest with you. That's not a great situation at all. Clicking through YouTube videos.
Yeah, like
you watching the video games.
After one is another one.
You watching the video games?
No, I finished that series, so I'm kind of waiting until
you watching the series on how to see your girlfriend more than once every 2 weeks. There's a good series on that. You should check it out.
I never heard of that one. I never heard of that game.
It's really good. It's really good. You should check it out. Stop clicking through the videos. Just turn off your screen and listen to a little white noise or something.
I can't do that.
Listen to a little high IQ, good leader noise, and there you go. Intangible noise, I like to call it.
I like a little disturbance, you know? Just a little bit. Not too much.
What does that mean? Like a small skirmish breaking out?
Like, yeah, like a small skirmish. Like, you know.
Like you want to watch somebody having a fight on YouTube while you're trying to sleep? Like what?
No.
What are you talking about? What has happened?
Just give me a mini brawl. Just give me
just a small.
I just want to hear the anguish of people a little bit.
Altercation,
not too loud,
you know.
just a little low.
Could it be a verbal altercation, or does it have to be physical? Do we have to?
I mean, verbal is cool.
No wonder you can't go to sleep. This is a very specific set of circumstances that you need to go to sleep. Okay. Watch people play like Final Fight or something, and then you're good to go. Anyway, just turn the screen off. That's going to help. Certainly don't be clicking through.
No, it like it doesn't help me. Like something like
no, it doesn't.
It don't like. Turn off my screen, laying in the bed, and just like sit there. It don't.
I'm not saying just sit there. You can listen or watch something, but don't be clicking through. Is when you're actively participating in it, then your brain is not allowed to turn off. Don't actively participate in it. Let it wash over you. Let the fighting wash over you. If you're seeking it out, then you're creating more brain activity.
So YouTube will just automatically play the next video, put it on the playlist, and then just lay there.
Yeah.
It varies though, because sometimes some days like there are days where there are like certain YouTube videos that I want to watch, but then like there are days like last night where I pretty much finished everything like before 7, and now I've
never seen somebody with so many excuses in my life. I mean, there's excuses about why you can't go see this. Excuses why you can't go to sleep. Excuses why. I mean, that's unbelievable. We'll come back.
Unbelievable.
We'll come back. We'll move past this on this humid, muggy Wednesday, the first day of July. We have much to discuss. We'll talk about what Adam Silver had to say. Very interesting set of circumstances, and it was an interesting discussion that he brought up. We'll talk a little bit about that. Also, a big day for Major League Baseball. We'll discuss that too as we continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Take Sports 56 with you on your phone or tablet. Download our official Sports 56 app today.
It's time to upgrade your game and get custom fit for free at Edwin Watts with their summer bonus trade-in sale. Come in now through July 12th and get a 50% bonus trade-in on any Callaway TaylorMade or Cobra inline products. Chart out your game with the new Bushnell Tour V5 rangefinder and be the course DJ with Bushnell's new Wingman, the first ever audible GPS and Bluetooth speaker. The summer bonus trade-in sale is happening now through July 12th at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details.
Napa know-how.
Right now, get 5 quarts of Napa Full Synthetic Motor Oil plus a Platinum Oil filter for just $22.98. Why does synthetic motor oil give your engine superior lubrication and protection? Because science. That's why. Pick up 5 quarts of Napa Full Synthetic plus a Platinum Oil filter for just $22.98. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales price does not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 7/31/20.
Family Leisure's here to make staying at home more enjoyable for you and your family this summer. Complete pool packages starting at $15.99. 24-foot pools only $19.99. 4-person spas starting at $19.99. Swim spas starting at under $10,000. We are offering contactless purchasing, deliveries, and curbside pickup. Give us a call to schedule an appointment or to place an order. Stay safe with Family Leisure.
Hi, this is Rob Brown. Join Pete Cordelli and me for Sidelines Saturday mornings, 8 to 10 a.m. on Sports 56, 87.7, and 96.1 FM. We'll cover the Memphis Tigers, the SEC, recruiting. Hey, if they keep score, we're covering it. Check us out on the website at sports56whbq.com and sidelines.live. Sidelines is brought to you by Duncan Williams Asset Management. Saturday mornings, 8 to 10 a.m. Get up and give us a call.
Hi, I'm Troy Five Ash, owner of Five Ash Roofing. Do you have any idea why I never speak the way I am right now? It's because if you're honest, sincere, and knowledgeable, you do not need fast-talking, high-energy, gimmick-promising advertising to get a customer's attention. Speaking of that, how do you think companies can offer huge rebates and giveaways when you use their services or buy their products? By overcharging you in the first place, that's how. Five Ash Roofing doesn't operate that way. It's misleading and dishonest. When I provide a customer with the best products and the best service possible and do it at a fair price, why would I need gimmicks to sell it? Best products, best warranties, and best service possible. That's all we offer. Well, that and financing. Five Ash Roofing, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Memphis Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Reaching for the phone cause I can't fight it anymore.
Well, these guys have had some problems here.
And I wonder if I
It's been a rough go for this group. I didn't know what to call them.
Who is this group?
This is, well, I don't know. I don't know what to call them now. It's a good song, though.
It's a really good
It's
song.
a quarter after one. I'm all alone. My name is Zach and I can't sleep because I'm watching YouTube videos all night.
Who is it, Zach?
This
Who
is
it?
Lady Antebellum.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which was then they over the last month or so, Lady Antebellum realized, or I guess came to the conclusion that their name was a antebellum reference, sort of a Civil War time, a pre-war time, the whole thing, and they didn't like the phrasing and the ideology, and so they tried to change their name to Lady A, but they forgot to look around to see if anyone else was Lady A, and there's a artist in Portland, a black woman who's been Lady A for like 20 some odd years, and they just didn't call her or notice her at all, and just change her name to Lady A, and then she's like, "Hey guys, I'm Lady A," and they're like, son of a." That's not a great look for the social justice side of it. If you can't even really if you sort of trample all over a black artist in order to do, that's maybe not the greatest
best
move
thing to do.
That's not great.
Right.
So I'm not sure what they are now. Honestly, I haven't. That was the last I heard. They went to Lady A, and then Lady A was like, "Hey, that's my name. Back off." And they're like, "Oh, sorry." So maybe they're Lady, maybe they're LA, maybe I don't know what they are.
Okay.
Text 67129 if you know what they are. I don't know what they are.
Why can't they change their name too?
I'm not going to look it up. I could look it up. I'm sitting right here in front of the computer.
I'm not looking it up.
I'm not looking it
trying
up.
to figure
I'm
out
just
what
not
they can
going
change
to.
their name to. Like Lady, like what's a good nickname? Like a good Southern nickname that has nothing to do with racism.
The Southern Belle. I don't know. Lady
Sugar?
Lady Gravy. Lady Biscuits. Lady Biscuits and Gravy. Lady
Bubba?
Lady Turnip Greens.
I feel like Bubba's a
Lady
Southern
Bubba?
thing.
Lady
Yeah.
Bubba? Oh, come on. All right, so you just think about that for a little
Okay, I got you.
while we move on.
So they're gonna keep the name Lady A.
They are?
They are.
So they made an agreement with this other woman?
Yeah, I guess so. Because they said they said both parties intend to continue using the name.
Well, that's just
so
confusing.
that's gonna be weird in the Google search.
Yeah.
I would assume that since this is the first time I'm hearing about Lady A in Portland, that is not going to be an issue for the Google search. It is going to pull up the country.
It's gonna be. It might be an issue for her.
Yeah, it's an issue for her.
Yeah.
It's certainly an issue for her.
And it's probably an issue for them in terms of how much do they actually mean. Trying to respect, black culture, black artists. I think when you do that, that's probably not a great sign. But oh well, okay. Didn't contact her or anything, but all right. Nonetheless,
Lady Pumpkin. Like, and that's something that we say down here. Come here, Pumpkin.
I mean, I don't, but
Okay.
and people have been known to say things like that.
Okay. I think Lady Pumpkin could work.
Lady Speed Stick.
Texas says Lady Possum.
Come on. Why are we just... I don't know. Just maybe Lady Antebellum.
Oh, I see what you did there.
You see. Not but anti.
I see what you did.
Right there. That would be better. Anyway, it's done now. So
Lady Bellum? I don't know.
That's
still the same thing.
It's still the same thing?
I mean,
yeah.
It's
all right.
The Bellum part is what we're worried about.
God.
It gets the Bellum. That's the issue. Now, speaking of issues, coronavirus. Don't try that kind of segue at home, guys. That's a world-class, high-level segue. Speaking of issues, coronavirus. That's again, practice that a few times before you use that in your day-to-day life. But yes, it's an issue. It's not. Things are a little bit rough, in the country. Anthony Fauci, the America's next top epidemiologist. He's the winner of that contest that's been going on for a while. Today's reality show of who's going to be the top epidemiologist in the country. I think Tony Fauci's right up there. He's got a real good chance to win it. He made his appearance in front of the Senate, one of the Senate Select Committees yesterday, and said that it wasn't great, and we could be staring at 100,000 cases per day in the country if you're not careful. And so we've seen widespread attempts to slow down reopening. We've seen mask usage, I think, go up seemingly. Anecdotally, at least, it seems like it's going up a little bit. That's good. Mask requirements are going up. Those are pretty widely supported. Even both. It shouldn't be a political thing, but it has turned into one. But on both sides of the aisle, it seems as though masks, for the most part, are supported by a majority of both parties. Obviously, there's a large minority of right-wing folks who are stringently and stridently anti-mask, but for the most part, it's pretty widely supported, and the information's there. If you want schools, if you want any kind of something going back to normality, we're going to have to slow this thing down, and so that's the situation. And Adam Silver says, we're not full steam ahead on this restart, no matter what. So we are not. He said, one thing we are learning about this virus is much is unpredictable. And we and our players together with their union look at the data on a daily basis. If there was something to change that was outside of the scope of what we are playing for, certainly we would revisit our plans. We are testing daily. We haven't put a precise number on it, but if we were to see a large number of cases and see spread in our community, that would, of course, be a cause to stop as well. He did not specify what constitutes a significant spread that would shut down the league. He said, we're going to see as we go. Certainly if cases are isolated, that's one thing. A lot of the determination will be our understanding of how our community became infected. That will be part of our judgment in terms of whether we should continue. But certainly if we had a lot of cases, we are going to stop. You cannot run from this virus. So as we've talked about before, CJ, much like most other things, except for roller derby, weirdly enough, every other sport is unwilling to put a number on the specific level that it would take for them to shut down because, well, they don't want to actually be held accountable when that number is hit and they don't shut down. Because, as we know, this is about money, and they're going to find a way, one way or the other, unless they are absolutely forced not to. They're going to find a way to put this thing on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it was kind of refreshing for me to hear Adam Silver say that there is a scenario that he can envision where they would have to stop the restart of the NBA season. But still, man, this seems really risky, and it seems like you're sending players and staff. So because it's not just the players, you're sending members of the front office and the coaching staff down there to a hotbed to try and get this season restarted, and it just seems like it's too great a risk. You've already got situations popping off where while the Nets are even going down there, that no Kyrie, no Kevin Durant, and 3 more players have tested positive and won't be down, making the trip down to Orlando to participate. Like, what is the point in the Nets being down there at all? You've got a situation where yesterday 3 more players, 3 Pelicans, a team that is fighting for that 8th spot, 3 of their players have tested positive, so they're not going to be down there. And correct me if I'm wrong, the whole point of only having 20 teams down there was to try and expedite this whole process, get to the playoffs as soon as possible. With
Well, it's 22 teams. They're trying to. Yeah, I mean, they're walking the fine line. They're not necessarily trying to get to the. They're trying to get enough games to play to have inventory for their regional sports networks and for the national TV outlets to be able to have inventory to finish the season and not jeopardize the money that they have been promised in the contracts, while also minimizing the amount of teams and folks that are down there in order to limit potential spread of the virus. They're trying to walk that line. So they're not trying to do as few as possible, because as few as possible would be straight to the playoffs with 16 teams or even, 8 teams or something like that. They're not doing that. They're trying to keep their money. They're trying to get and hang on to that bag while also simultaneously minimizing to some degree the exposure to other teams, but also giving as many teams as possible a chance to play because they think it's fair for those other teams to play. And the other 8 teams, by the way, are trying to organize a little mini tournament of their own up in Minnesota at the Timberwolves facility to try to put some kind of a thing on, while everyone else is like a secondary delete 8 bubble.
It's all about the money. That is it. If it was simply about competition, these teams, all but it would be 8? Maybe 8 teams would be down there. Maybe if it was about anything other than the money. And that gives me some pause and some concern about this restart. It's one thing for Adam Silver to say, hey, we're not full speed ahead. There is a situation that I can envision where we would have to shut this thing down again. But he's not giving any, like you said, not giving any like concrete numbers as to what that would look like. And you're having a situation pop off now where players are testing positive. The caseload in Florida is still going up, and you're still going down there. How safe is the bubble going to be when you've got Disney employees who can leave premises, go home, and then come back? How safe is it going to be when you say your players, you've given them things to do for entertainment purposes, but what if I don't want to be entertained that way? What if the entertainment I want is outside of the bubble? How sure are we that players aren't sneaking around, aren't going to sneak people in, aren't going to sneak out? Like, it is hard. I know AAU, for us, we were traveling 2 weekends out the month, and I remember vividly at 15, 16 years old, up in Louisville, there was a strip club across the street, and some of my larger teammates found their way in. Like, that's 15 with no money, just looking grown. They were able to pull that off. What's going to happen with these millionaires who are legit grown, who do want to go off and do their own thing and experience a different type of fun? Like, how can you guard against that? I think there are too many possible holes, too many possible situations and scenarios that could pop up that cause a spread of the coronavirus that would cause the NBA to, you would think, shut down. If it's 5 or 6 players on a team and you're in the second round of the playoffs, what is that going to look like? That's not going to be good. That's not going to be competitive. We'll see.
Those are all fair questions. There's another issue that Adam Silver kind of raised that I'm curious about, and then that may have something to do with what you're discussing as well. How tight is the quote unquote bubble? We will see. Maybe not as tight as you think. We'll talk about that when we return. Also, the Tigers are making a move to honor Black Lives Matter. I'm curious your thoughts on this. We'll discuss that as well on the other side as we continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Sports Time on Sports 56 with Willow and Stats. Weekday afternoons from 3 till 6. Right here on Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 FM.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
We saved serious cash with our Progressive Home and Auto Bundle and used the money to buy a new boat.
Who's ready to water ski?
This is not a real testimonial. Sure, customers can save big money with Progressive, but not enough for a new boat. They'll probably spend it on rent or gas money or maybe one of those little plastic wading pools for the yard.
Ahoy there!
Is what the captain might say on the toy boat in your wading pool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Anyone who builds, remodels, or repairs for a living, we know the way you work has changed. That's why Lowe's is committing today to build new ways to keep you working tomorrow. We are proud to introduce the new Lowe's for Pros job site, powered by Stream, an augmented video chat tool so you can be there for your customers without actually being there. And the cost to use? Try it free through October 31st at lowesforpros.com/proloyalty. Just one of the reasons why Lowe's is the new home for pros. Services subject to Stream terms. Lowe's loyalty membership required. More terms apply.
At Jason's Deli, you can stuff yourself full of great deli food that's healthy, fresh, and best of all, it's not expensive. Jason's Deli is all about choice. Whether you're looking for a gluten-free menu, vegetarian sandwiches, healthy kids' meals, or if you'd like to invent your sandwich via the build-your-own selections, Jason's Deli has you covered. And they only use fresh, wholesome ingredients. Choose from the club and specialty sandwiches, paninis, wraps, soups, salads, pastas, and much more. I love the cleanliness in the restaurant, the hospitality, and of course the cost. They have a huge salad bar and great soups, including Southwest chicken chili, fire-roasted tortilla, organic vegetable, tomato basil, and many, many more. And if you're planning an event, their catering department is fantastic and can handle any size party. Go check out Jason's Deli's 4 locations. On Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, that's my favorite, on Germantown Parkway in Cordova, at Poplar and Highland, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and C.J. Hurt. Here once again are Peter and C.J.
Bringing me at the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it
All right, you got to be watching the stream for this. That was good.
What's the theme today?
So we're gonna wrap up our Grammys Song of the Year, and this is the year 2011 to now.
Okay.
Okay. So Lady Speedstick was 2010?
Yeah, she let it off.
Okay. All right. This is a great song.
Very good.
No, great.
Isn't that synonymous with very good?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
2 different things.
Okay.
Great is better than very good. Very good is better than good.
What about very, very good? Very, 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 very. How many varies do I need for it to be great?
That's a good question. Probably 3 at least.
Okay, so very, very, very good.
Why don't you just call it great?
Because you said great, I was trying to say something different.
You don't have to say anything different. If it's
Okay.
great, just let it be great.
All right.
Come on. You know, make Adele great again. We've all seen those hats running around.
Have we?
That's what MAGA means, right?
Oh, okay. When was Adele not great?
I don't know.
That's my question. Like, she came in great.
Okay.
Make her great again. What?
Take it up with all those hats.
I will. Next time I see one, now that I know what it means, I will pull them to the side like, hey, when the hell was Adele not great?
Yeah, when you see that hashtag, that's what that means.
Okay.
By the way, she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I guess good for her. I hope that's what she wanted to do.
That's what she wanted to do?
Not like a
Yeah, I don't want if it's up to her if she did it for the
issue, but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, good. That
She did
shows
it
a lot
for-
of discipline.
for
Everybody can't do
reasons.
that.
If she did it for her reasons, then that's what it's all about. I love her no matter what.
Yeah, it's not gonna. As long as her voice is the same,
Mhm,
we're good to go. If that voice is
mhm.
affected, she'll have to put some weight back on. But as
That's
long as
right.
the voice is straight, we're good.
That's right. That's exactly right. Now this NBA bubble. I don't know why we call it a bubble, CJ. 'Cause it's really not a bubble.
Because it's about to get popped. I mean, I don't know what you
it's
mean.
a mesh. It's a mesh net. I think is what people said. Mesh net. The mesh net. I mentioned the interview that Adam Silver did with the Time 100 Talks, and he had talked about there may be a chance that they don't go through with this. They have all these protocols and blah blah blah. One of the things I thought was interesting was he said that he's not going to be in the bubble the whole time.
Who?
Adam Silver.
Okay.
He will not be there the whole time. He says he thinks his time is best served not necessarily being there the whole time, which is okay. But then he says he can go in and out of the bubble. He said there's sort of a back door to the bubble is what he said. And that he can kind of go in the back door, and because he's not going to be within 10 feet of the players, he could just be tested normally and then just kind of go through, and he doesn't have to have the whole thing because he's not going to be near the players.
We're already,
This strikes me as a problem.
We're already making exceptions for people.
We are already making exceptions for Adam Silver. That is not I don't know. To me, the leadership thing to do would be to be in the bubble and to have all your meetings virtually and all that stuff. I know he's got stuff going on, and I'm sure it's there's a million things happening for the NBA's commissioner to deal with in the middle of all this. But you could do that remotely. You could do that on Zoom. They have I'm sure they have spectacular Wi-Fi down at the Walt Disney World. So I'm sure you could do all your meetings virtually. If you want to me, if you're a leader and you want to set the example and you want to give people confidence about this thing that you guys have put together, you have to be there the whole time. You got to be in there just like they are. You got to be, sacrificing the way they're sacrificing. They're away from their families and they're away from everybody else. If you want so badly to have this thing on, you need to do that yourself. And then the fact that you can get in and out, if there's a back door for you, then chances are there's a back door for somebody else, and there's a back door that the players and some enterprising player might be able to figure out how to work his way through. And next thing you know, you got another set of issues here. So
you can lead many different ways. The way to lead that I find to be most effective, and the one that I enjoy the most, is leading by example. And you hit the nail on the head. Like, if you are going to be so hell-bent on having this season play out, having the restart to the season, you have got to be there. You have got to make the sacrifices also. The players are being away from their families. Your sacrifice has to be equal to theirs, if not greater. Like, hey, I'm there. You're there for at least these 8 games and maybe a first-round playoff berth for some of you. I'm there the whole time, and I'm going to be away from everybody the whole time. I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm not doing myself. That's the type of leadership that is needed in this situation. You can't have a back door. You can't. And if you got one, only the important people have one. So who's important? How important is LeBron James? How important is Anthony Davis? Chris Paul? How important are those players / players who they deem important enough to want to hang out with off campus? How important are they? Can they go through a back door and go kick it, hang out, walk around in Orlando, just fellowship, get away from the day-to-day monotony of being inside the bubble? If the answer is yes, then you got a whole different set of issues on your hand.
Well, you have potentially Adam Silver going in and out. You have all the various Disney employees potentially going in and out. Whether they're interacting with the players or not. Yeah, we've seen enough examples of people, interacting with somebody else who then interacts with the players and all that. You can't keep this separate forever. So that's one of the issues. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about a big day for Major League Baseball coming up as we talk about some guys reporting, and reporting now is a whole new thing because reporting equals testing, and COVID testing to be specific. We'll talk about that when we continue, plus the University of Memphis and the steps that they're taking, including one in particular that I think is interesting. We'll talk about it when we roll on. Hour number 2 on the way. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Commitment, dedication, perseverance. At FedEx, our people are our strength. Even during these unprecedented times, we are delivering medical supplies, test kits, and the things you need every day. Helping the world move forward together. Strength, what we deliver by delivering. FedEx.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai.
Hi, I'm Greg Gaston for Window Genie. Window Genie is a trusted name in window cleaning, but they do so much more. They can take care of your home or business. They clean interior and exterior windows with a streak-free guarantee. They clean gutters, do pressure washing and house washing. They can also clean and seal concrete, brick, and natural stone. Locally owned and operated, insured and bonded. Get your free estimate today and ask for the Sports 56 discount. Call 901-424-4100 and leave the dirty work to Window Genie.
Great news, sports fans. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse is now open for dine-in service. Make a reservation and enjoy a mouth-watering steak dinner. Or, if you prefer, take it curbside. In addition to their fantastic steaks, the Butcher Shop Steakhouse has a variety of entrees, including Canadian lobster tail, crab stuffed shrimp, pan-seared red snapper, and fresh ground steak burger with portobello mushroom sauce. Planning a 4th of July cookout? The Butcher Shop Steakhouse offers a great selection of fresh Angus beef, hand-cut steaks and burgers, lamb chops, Atlantic salmon, and more. Make your reservation for dine-in or pre-order for curbside pickup. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse, dine-in, curbside, and delivery. Plus, enjoy the sizzle of top-quality Butcher Shop steaks on your own grill. Call us at 757-4244 and visit our website, thebutchershop.com, for menus and more. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse, Walnut Grove and Germantown Parkway.
Frontier Western Store is open and ready to serve you for all your needs in boots, apparel, pet food, and more. Frontier is proud to be a local leader here in the Mid-South when it comes to boots. Stop by the store today for an incredible selection of name brand work and dress boots. Come browse aisles and aisles of top quality boots at everyday low prices in our world famous boot showroom. Dan Post, Rocky, Durango, Twisted X, Georgia, Ariat, and many more. There are so many styles, colors, and fits available, you might need a hand picking out your favorites. Luckily, Frontier's knowledgeable sales staff will cheerfully assist you with any questions you have and ensure the proper fit of your new boots. Frontier also has an amazing selection of jeans and shirts by Wrangler, Ariat, and Carhartt, as well as a fully stocked women's boutique department with thousands of tops and dresses at unbelievable prices. New arrivals often. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Gilman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Cadillac, sit on a dream, but everybody's like Crystal Maybach. Diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It's a run in our blood. That kind of love.
Grammy winners, Song of the Year, 2010s. This is Lady Speedstick. Back at it again.
It's not expensive.
No, that's not her.
This is Lord, I believe.
Right.
I never knew this person's name. Okay.
Well, it's Lord with an E. Because the Lord himself there was a contractual dispute between Lord and the Lord, and Lord with an E said, "Look, I got to give this one up. I got to give it up to the Lord with a just regular D." Because you can't be stealing. You can't be stealing his thunder. That's not a good idea.
Okay. No.
You're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose that dispute.
He's got all the thunder, by the way.
I'm not sure how Sham God got away with it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know how there was definitely a battle there, contractual dispute. I don't know. It's amazing. So congratulations to him for getting through that. But Lord did not. Lord did not. So she had through the E on the end of that.
I think she's still best friends with Taylor Swift. So that was a thing.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's the issue.
Why do you know who her friends are?
It was all over the news.
Zach, I watch a lot of news.
Like early.
I've never.
I don't think you watch Zach's news. I don't think you watch Zach's news.
Good point.
Yeah.
No, because when Taylor Swift came out, it was like her friend group was like a huge thing. Like she was friends with Katy Perry at one point.
I only know about that because of the beef.
Right. Yeah. And they had a falling out. Like her dating life was like out there as well. Like
she probably saw somebody more than once every 3 weeks. I would imagine.
I would imagine.
Like Taylor Swift,
she's very busy. I don't know if you know that or not. She's very busy.
Like Taylor Swift is a savage. Like she will break. She broke up with multiple with her boyfriends at different times and like wrote her song about her experience of like she a savage, man.
That's not savage. That's what everybody does. Everybody writes songs about breakups. We should
do
a breakup day.
But like each song was like calling them out though.
Yeah, everybody does a song about calling out their past boyfriends, girlfriends. Everybody does that. That's not new. Am I wrong here?
No, but it was just like a string of boyfriends though. It was like one after another. It was almost like in like a 3 to 4 month span.
What are you talking about?
I don't get what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
The best songs are breakup songs.
Yeah, that's
they are.
People just do that.
People are unnaturally like just off the charts, crazy in love, and then they're absolutely furious out of love, and it's a horrible. It's everything's just it's all the emotions. Not shocking at all.
No,
I don't know what news. I don't know what news.
Zach, what news? Where are you getting your news from?
Are you saying news?
Yes.
I mean, like the internet.
What do you think we were saying?
No, I thought CJ said something.
Where do you get your nudes from? Probably the internet as well, I would imagine.
They come from the same place.
It's very similar. maybe that's part of the problem right there. Maybe that's part of the issue. Well, in any event, we got the Hatchet Man coming up in an hour, Rob Fisher. And Keegan Sports, I saw yesterday he had Keegan, his daughter, who is really becoming quite the celebrity in her own right. You and I have both been on Keegan Sports. Zach needs to be on soon. I can't wait for Zach's appearance on Keegan Sports. She's had former Grizzlies coach Dave Yeager.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that was that's interesting stuff right there. So we mentioned the NBA's bubble situation, trying to restart the season down in Orlando. The tests in Florida, Orange County, down a little bit over the last couple of days, still at a much higher positivity rate. Around here, CJ, numbers not great from yesterday. There was the little issue on Monday where they couldn't report anything, so it all came out yesterday. 594 cases at over a 10% positivity rate here. It's about a 13% positivity rate yesterday down in Orange County, which is down. They were at like 17 and like 20%, some crazy numbers. So, these things always lag a little bit from, it's not like you put a mask ordinance in place and then the next day everything's, it takes a while for these things to kind of affect. So I would imagine the numbers are going to be a little bit rough for the next few days and then hopefully start to go down a little bit. But Again, yesterday around here, with those numbers being what they are, a harsh reminder of, please, just, where you had a dream last night that I was caught in a place, tight quarters without a mask. Like I was at a sporting event, and like I was surrounded by people, and I couldn't find my mask. I couldn't wear a mask. It's a little horrifying, I have to say. It's the first time I've had that kind of a dream, so I don't know what's going on.
I would have just pulled a mask out in my dream. You got to learn how to control that, man.
Yeah, I can't do that. I don't have lucid dreams. I don't have lucid dreams like you do. I feel like if I haven't done it by now, I'm probably not going to.
I'm sure we could meditate on it. Get you to work on meditating in the next, 4 or 5 years, maybe. Maybe you'll be able to.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right.
I kind of like it. I like to see what happens. It's just,
okay.
Most time it's good, but every now and then it's not.
I like to control it. You're right. The lag.
You gotta let go. Let go, man.
Nope. The lag is when I dream. Now we're on a different topic. When I dream, that is my me time. That is my happy place. So when I dream, I need to make sure it is happy dreams. I don't like nightmares. That's why I control them. I hadn't had a nightmare 4 or 5 years, maybe. Hadn't had a dream make me uneasy, uncomfortable in about 4 or 5 years. Because it's always when it gets to make that turn, it's like, nope, hey, come back. Bring it back to my happy spot.
No wonder you go to sleep at like 3 p.m. and sleep all day.
Yes.
Because you're just in the dream world.
Oh, my gosh. It's amazing what I can do in the dream world.
CJ's dream world.
Man. Oh, so good. So good. The lag is, I think, what gets people with that sense of security. The fact that your behavior today shapes what is going to happen 2 weeks from now. I'm not sure if we have wrapped our heads fully around that. It is the numbers have been trending up, not only here but all over the nation, and it's been trending up because of behaviors that were exhibited 2 weeks ago. And so when you see these numbers, while they reflect the cases of today, they reflect the behaviors of 2 weeks ago, of a week and a half ago, of weeks in the past. So if you want to have better numbers going forward, you have to change your behavior today. Now, what that means is those numbers are going to look rough for the next week and a half. But hopefully 2 weeks from now, the numbers will be in a much more manageable place. So when you're talking about playing games down in Florida, those numbers are going to be up and high right now. But hopefully by the time the NBA gets down there, July, when are the teams going down?
It'll be in the next couple,
week or so. So hopefully if they change their behaviors now, and the next week and a half, 2 weeks from now, those numbers will be at a much more comfortable level. But it starts with what you do today. That affects what happens in the future in a very, very real, tangible way.
We'll see. As we said, the numbers from the outside are not great, and that's what affects the ability to have that bubble in the first place. You got to have it in a relatively stable spot, or else it doesn't really work all that well. And so that's kind of the problem with some of this stuff. They are, of course, going to have the Black Lives Matter in some form or fashion on the court, and obviously there'll be a lot of Black Lives Matter in discussion as well. I saw yesterday, too, that the University of Memphis has got the Black Lives Matter sticker on the helmet. I was curious, though. This is something that I was thinking about, and I hope you don't mind the discussion, but I'm genuinely curious about. It made me think back to our discussions on Juneteenth a couple weeks ago, and the fact that Juneteenth hasn't really been taught, hasn't really been observed in a full national way like it was this year before. It certainly was observed, within black communities, and certainly was observed by black folks, but the widespread observance of it, I don't think was as obvious or as big as it has been until this year, because it sort of burst into the national consciousness, and people realize, like, why are we learning about this? Why aren't we, why aren't we discussing this in schools, etc. But you also saw, sometimes it getting co-opted by the commercial influences and, all this stuff like, oh, it's, you may start to have Juneteenth sales here, and you may start to have Juneteenth specials and so on and so forth. I see the Black Lives Matter sticker on the back of the University of Memphis helmets that they're having, and it's Black Lives Matter, but the M in Black Lives Matter is a tiger logo. The M. I found that. I don't know if you're co-opting the. I feel as a white person, I'm not sure that this is my discussion to have. I'll be honest, but it was something that crossed my mind when I see that kind of thing. When I see it on other events, when I see corporations start to use it, Black Lives Matter, on their stationery, do you worry that the movement, the discussion of what it really means, is co-opted by sort of a commercializing of it, and it becoming just like hey, it's Memorial Day sales time here at whatever, and you're not necessarily thinking about what that really meant in the first place? Does that become a concern a little bit when you see it in those kinds of forms?
It's going to happen. That's what happens over here. From a Juneteenth standpoint, there are going to be Juneteenth sales. There are. That is how capitalism works. It feasts off of whatever you're willing to pay money for. And in June, around the time of Juneteenth, people will be willing to spend money on Juneteenth paraphernalia to celebrate Juneteenth. It happens with Thanksgiving, happens with Halloween. I'm surprised Christmas stuff isn't out yet, because it definitely happens there. It happens with MLK Day. That is the unfortunate nature of how we do things over here. Now, with the Black Lives Matter sticker and patches, not only on the University of Memphis' helmet, but across sports, I equate it to like cancer. We have patches for cancer and cancer survivors, but we also put money and resources towards that. So while you might see during Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, everybody's rushing to put out their pink uniforms. Everybody's rushing to throw on the pink gloves and the pink socks. Though that is cool, that is keeping that conversation going as far as it pertains to cancer. Like, hey, we're not done with this fight. Cancer is everybody's fight. We got to find a cure for this thing. They go a step further, though. It's not only the awareness. It is, hey, and we've donated blah, 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 blah to cancer research, or we've helped this family or these families out who've struggled with cancer, or, hey, look at this. We've got a cancer survivor on our team, on our college team, on our NFL team. How many times have we discussed breast cancer and cancer awareness and things we can do as individuals to help thwart the issue that is cancer? How many times have we had that conversation because D'Angelo Williams is running around with pink dreadlocks, because the Steelers are wearing pink socks or something like that? Like that is cool. But you've got to go the next step. So seeing the Black Lives Matters patch is fine, as long as the people rocking with that patch understand that there is another step. We are aware now, but simply being aware is not enough. You have to now take steps to solve the issue, and the issue of racial inequalities as it pertains to policing in black neighborhoods and communities. You have to go to that step and take that next step. And what does that look like for you? Does the University of Memphis plan on taking a long, hard look at their curriculum from a history standpoint and plan on critiquing and changing some of the ways they teach the historical ramifications and impact of the Civil War and of the United States as a whole at large? Are they planning on doing something like that? Because that would go a long way as well. Are you planning on reaching out to Shelby County and other school districts with your findings on how to appropriately teach these set subjects and these time periods, and do a better job of telling the actual story, what actually happened? That goes a long way also. So it can't just be BLM on the back of a helmet, or BLM on a jersey or on a court. It's cool. We are aware. We know what's going on right now. Now, what are you going to do? How are you going to use your platform? How are you going to throw your weight behind this particular issue? So seeing it on the back of the helmet, I figured everybody would do something like that. But we can't let empty symbols of justice distract us or prevent us from going out there and seeking and achieving real justice, real solutions to a very real issue.
I feel like there is there's a tendency for the discussion. I think you raised the point about breast cancer awareness, and in October, it's pink socks and pink uniforms and pink helmets and pink wristbands and so on and so forth. All of which, it's very important to raise awareness, and money typically follows in those sorts of things. And organizations, you can have different organizations have different levels of contribution to the actual fight, and some have administrative costs and some have other things going on, and you have to kind of look into all that before you put your money out there. Money is definitely important. The other thing that I concern a little bit is money's good, and we do need to support these causes financially. But sometimes I feel like we also just substitute that donation for involvement. And this is not a the concept of racial justice, of ending police brutality, of trying to right centuries of wrong, trying to equalize the playing field for black folks in this country and other minorities as well, is not something that can be solved with just writing a check and there you go. Like, that's going to involve actively working in neighborhoods, in school systems, devising curriculum, teaching, learning, listening. All these things have to be in, and I fear that we're going to start substituting that check, and then that will sort of clear our conscience for whatever, and then we're good to go, and we don't get there and do the work. And I speak for all of us, myself included. Like, all of us have to do that work in addition to the money's great, and that's helpful, and it's important. But I don't want it to become a hollow symbol without the meaning, the true work that has to be done behind it. Because there are definitely some causes where money is the primary thing, and you put a lot of financial support behind it, and you can definitely get some work done. I mean, look at the COVID situation, vaccinations, all that stuff costs a lot of money. So money is definitely the driver there. And you put a whole bunch of money in there, you can materially change things. You can't change somebody's heart with money. You can't change somebody's personality and the way that they've been taught and the way that our culture has been gone. You can't change that with just money, no matter how big the check is. It's not going to work that way. So that's my concern, CJ, is that it becomes the commercialization sort of shifts into a mode of symbolic donation. Our company is donating $2.5 million to these charities without actually getting the undergirding the whole system that has been built to do all this in the first place. That's my concern.
Everybody's not an expert. So I don't want everybody going out there trying to tackle this publicly, because you are going to fumble about and end up moving things slower. I think giving money is fine if you're giving it to the right institutions. You can give that money and say, hey, we're donating to this charity because they want to end qualified community. They want to end civil asset forfeiture. They want to end the drug war. They want to end over-criminalization. They want to end mass incarceration. They want to end no-knock warrants. They want to defund police, and they want to end mandatory minimums. That is a charity that we can get behind, and this is why we're behind it, because we agree with this, and then step back and let that charity, let those experts take care of it from there. You don't have to, again, using the cancer thing, you don't have to say, you know what, I want to fight cancer. Let me go become an oncologist and do that. Well, no, everybody can't be that. Everybody's not going to be one of those. But you can do things to make their jobs easier and make sure that they have all the resources available to fight that particular disease. And you can do the same thing with this movement by giving money and lending your voice and lending your platform to those so that they can go out there and better fight and better equip themselves for a fight to pass meaningful legislature and meaningful laws. You can definitely do that. Because for me, the hearts of people, I couldn't care less about your heart. I don't at all. I care about a system that has been put in place that works by keeping black people at a certain place, at a certain level. So anything you can do to dismantle that system, I am fine with. Those hearts don't matter. I don't care if you don't like me because I'm black. I care that I can't get certain places, or that when I enter certain rooms, it is a shock and it is a struggle to get there. I care about that. And that changes with money. That changes with exposure. Hearts don't, you're right, hearts don't change that way. But I definitely think that if you give to the right causes and let it be known that you're giving to this cause because, again, they want to end mass incarceration, or they want to end no-knock warrants, or they want to end qualified immunity. They want to end things or pass meaningful legislation in a way that is going to fundamentally change a system of inequality. I think that's fine. That's good enough. While doing that, though, you have to take a look at yourself also and educate yourself about some of the things that you could be doing as well to help in systemic racism, not just racism in the judicial branch, not just racism as far as it pertains to policing black people in black neighborhoods, but the system overall, from health to policing to education, all of that all is intertwined and intermingled. So if you're a university and you've got this patch on your helmet, or you got this patch on your jersey, then you really do need to take a look at the curriculum that you're teaching. And are you teaching it the right way? And look at the curriculum not only that you're teaching as a major university, but look at the curriculum that is being taught in your areas, high schools and middle schools and elementary schools, and say, hey, listen, we think you guys could be teaching it like this, because this is how we're teaching it from now on. And you could partner with local school districts to create a better learning atmosphere and a better teaching of these historical moments.
See that? I mean, yeah, I'm aware, and it is a process. There's no question about that. The finding that middle ground is my thing. Because I this is where I differentiate it from the discussion about cancer research or any other research, because this is stuff that is, thankfully, mercifully, cancer doesn't affect everybody. It doesn't touch it. Now, chances are someone who it has, but it may not have affected you or your immediate family as closely. Fingers crossed it won't. But this discussion about systemic racism, how to treat people, is something that does affect everybody. Whether you white, black, whatever, it's it's going to affect your life. And so that's where I think it's vital that we don't forget about that work that has to be done. I don't think you have to be. You talked about you don't have to be an oncologist to give to cancer research charities. That's true. You don't. And you don't have to learn about the specifics of oncology to understand that there are certain organizations that can do good work to help fight cancer and make it less deadly. Agreed. But this is not that. This is about the way you treat people on a personal level. This is about how we go about our day. This is about how we teach our children. It's about how they teach their children. And if we're gonna actually start making meaningful changes on a truly basic level within the system, yeah, the money's big, and money's going to help, and those are going to help build those systems out. This is going to help the educational process. It's going to help fund the legislation. Hopefully that will start to. But it also it's got to come from within, and you can't run from that particular discussion either. And I just hope I challenge everyone not to simply look at it and get numb to seeing Black Lives Matter in lots of places and just kind of say, oh, they're like, think about it, and then have that discussion and really do that work inside. Because I just think that's my worry, is that it becomes just another thing. And we've changed our behaviors to avoid, carcinogens, for example. We've given to fight lung cancer, but we've also enacted meaningful legislation. And on a personal level, people have taught their kids now that, smoking is not something that they need to do, so it takes all of it. I don't think it has to be either or, but I do think the individual level has to be involved too. And I hope folks will continue those discussions, and I hope this will spur those on, and it won't just be as simple as let's just write a check and be done with it and keep going with our normal behavior, because that won't work. That won't take us to that next level. And I want this this is potentially a very special moment for our country if it all works and we all come together on this. So I want to take full advantage of it. I'll put it that way.
That's the right way to be, but everybody's not equipped. So work to get equipped to have these conversations, and in the meantime, definitely give money to people who are equipped to handle this fight and have the conversations. Let them take care of this, and in the meantime, you do the necessary work to change the behavior. You give to the foundations and the organizations working to end systemic racism while simultaneously working on yourself to make sure that you're not perpetuating and not participating either actively or inadvertently in a system that oppresses black people.
We'll come back. We'll spin that wheel of conversation. Let's talk about Major League Baseball, what they are up to, as it's a potentially very big day for them. Coming up 9 o'clock, Rob Fisher will join us as he does every Wednesday. So lots to get to here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 96.1 FM, or 87.7 FM.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Gateway Tire and Service Center has a beautiful new state-of-the-art location at 5275 Summer Avenue. And for July, the new location on Summer has a great special. Buy 3 tires and get the 4th at no charge. Visit the new Gateway Tire and Service Center with 28 bays for quick service, super safe with curbside service, or lounge seating 6 feet apart. Check out GatewayTireandService.com for coupons too. The new Gateway Tire and Service Center, 5275 Summer Avenue. Call Matt for details, 901-683-8335.
Are you a business owner looking for funding? Greenbox Capital is here to help by providing easy working capital loans in as little as 24 hours. Visit gboxcapital.com/apply now to fill out a short form and get started today. With funding from $3,000 to $500,000, Greenbox Capital can help. Visit gboxcapital.com/apply now to receive a special offer of 10% off cost of working capital. gboxcapital.com/apply now and get business funding needed without stress from traditional lenders. gboxcapital.com/apply now. Fast funding for small businesses.
Summertime and the living is easy. No more cutting or paying utilities. Literally, you guys, Town Village Audubon Park, nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. Looking for a great place to retire, but you still have a very active lifestyle? Then visit Town Village. Only requirements that you're 55 plus. Prices per month starting at $24.50. The Gourmet Chef welcomes you to visit our restaurant and bistro. Package includes 3 complimentary meals per day, maid service, free local transportation, monthly coffee club, themed dinner parties, lots of fun. Visit us and call Daniel or Bo at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home. Town Village Audubon Park.
Hi, this is Jay Farner, CEO of Rocket Mortgage. Making the right financial decisions has never been more important. We can help guide you to those right decisions now, when they matter most. Mortgage rates are near historic lows, so when you call 8338-ROCKET or visit us at rocketmortgage.com to start your refinance, you'll be well on your way to saving money every month. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.375%, APR 3.59%. Right now could be a great time for you to take some positive financial steps forward with a cash-out refinance from Rocket Mortgage, which could give you the boost that you're looking for. In addition, we may be able to help you refinance with little or no out-of-pocket costs. At Rocket Mortgage, we're committed to every client, every time, no exceptions, no excuses, giving you the best mortgage experience. Call us today at 833-8-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Rates subject to change. Pay 1.875% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
But I still need love, cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me?
2015?
I think so.
Yeah, you're right.
2015.
This a breakup song?
It is. No. Well,
yeah. Never been good at a one night stand. Stay with me. Out of here. Like Taylor Swift, the only one talking about breaking up. Nobody care about that. All of them talk about breaking up. What the hell is Hello about? Adele. All of Adele's songs, Adele's good songs, are about breakups. Bruno Mars is catching grenades for people. Another breakup song.
It's make up, break up, make up again, break up again. It's that's the cycle.
Make up, break up, sweet loving in between. Like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
everything
the
everything is heightened passion.
Yes.
With all this, with the it's all like the love is forever and will last for a lifetime, and then the breakup is horrible and I'm gonna kill you and destroy your property, and then oh no, I'm just kidding. Now let's get
Carrie Underwood is digging keys into people's cars.
I mean, that's just where we are. So
I forgot about Justin Timberlake gloating on Cry Me a River, and what's the other one? What was the one about old girl from Charlie's Angels? What Goes Around?
What Goes Around?
Hey, Taylor Swift is not the only one talking about breakup songs. She's not, honestly, truthfully.
She's not.
She's not that much better than everybody else at it.
That's one of the other things that Adam Silver said is that the NBA may need tape delay to avoid bad language from players. Now we got to stop this.
No.
Let the language flow. Did we learn nothing from The Last Dance?
I guess not, man.
The only reason that was successful is because it had profanity in it. No one else, no one cared about the Jordan stuff or anything else. They just wanted to hear people say the F word on ESPN, and they got to hear it. And it was exciting. Long may that continue.
You got to give us something.
I want full-on trash talk. Have it be on what you got, like we run out of networks. We got plenty of networks. Throw it on the ESPN Classic or ESPN U or whatever the hell they got. Throw the uncensored one up on ESPN 3.
Make
that out there
to watch ESPN 3 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Give them that.
ESPN Plus, right? That they're
give them a push for Plus. Give them that.
Yeah, let's go raw. Let's raw dog. Let's go.
Raw dog this English language, man.
That's right. Whatever happens. Parental advisory. Let's get real.
It's going down.
Yeah.
You're going to hear some stuff. I don't get it. I've been watching some of the soccer, and it's just odd. They do the best they can with the crowd noise to give you the build up before a big play or to give you the letdown after a near miss or something like that from the home team. But it would just be so much better if you could just hear what they're saying to one another. You can hear.
They have it online. They have an online version, which I watch. That has none of the crowd noise. It's just the
version I watch got the crowd noise in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I have to.
So I take the crowd noise out. It's nice, and you just take the crowd noise out, and it's just you hear the ball. You can still hear the commentators, but you don't hear any of the other artificial noise, and you can hear them say stuff and yell and you can hear all the. There's so much communication that people don't hear. It'll be instructive actually for a lot of folks watching NBA basketball to hear how much guys talk,
Mhm.
and it's not like it's a bunch of profanity or like trash talk. It's just talking in general, like what calling out coverages, who's got who you got, what's going on, the guy behind you, cut here. There's all kinds of the good teams talk a lot, and you'll hear a lot of that talking, which is going to be instructive as to what's going on out there on the court.
So you've got the instructive component of it. You've got the, in general, just fun component of it where people are talking trash to one another. Don't do that. Don't be on tape delay. Don't pump in crowd noise. Just let us hear that. Let us hear the balls bounce, the shoes squeak, and the players curse. Let's get after it.
That's exactly right. Let's hear the whole thing. Now, speaking of which, you won't hear Marv Albert. Marv Albert is going to sit out the restart. He's not going to
That's
be
rough. I like Marv. Marv and Doris Burke, man. Those are my two favorites.
Well, there you go.
Marv Burke and Hubie Brown. Right there.
Well, I don't want Hubie anywhere near it.
Yeah, no.
Because Hubie's a little on the older side, right there. So we are now, by the way, at the point where testing has happened. We've seen it throughout the NBA. We continue to hear some statements about what's going on. The Nuggets have had to shut down their practices because they've had some cases pop off within the organization apparently, and so they've had to shut things down a little bit. I think you'll see probably more of that as things go on. We've got 2 Suns players, 3 Kings. We've got 4 players on an unknown Western Conference team. 3 Pelicans have all tested positive as well, leading into the trips that are going to go down. And now Major League Baseball is doing their testing, and they're reporting today in most places. And this is where it could be tricky because these are the intake screenings. We'll start to hear about some of this stuff in the next few days. But with a 60-game season, and if a significant number of players test positive, mixed with some of these players who are sitting it out, all of a sudden now you've got potential problems. We've already seen the Phillies complex in Clearwater, Florida, and the Blue Jays facility not too far up the road have already been cleared out and quarantined. 40 players and staff tested positive within those 2 facilities. And so now the results, and they've watched other leagues do it. They're about to do it themselves, and we'll see. But I know there's a lot of fear and concern within Major League Baseball about this restart.
Listen, this is whenever you go to start your league or restart your league. In the case of an NBA, you got to go through the testing first, and that is going to be the first big hurdle you have to clear, is to make sure that the players are coming in are COVID-free, corona-free before you can begin these activities. Because if they come in and a substantial amount of them are positive for the coronavirus, that pushes everything back that you want to do. And that throws off, that's why you can't be so date-driven. That throws off the date of the restart. You said, hey, we want to start on this date. Well, all these players come in with the coronavirus. Well, that pushes that date back. And from a logistics standpoint, I get how that can be a bit of a headache, a bit nerve-wracking. But, that's just what it is. You've got to be data-driven. You just have to be. You can say we would like to start at this date, and depending on, give us concrete numbers, depending on as long as X percentage of players are good to go, we can start on this date. If they are good to go on this date as far as training goes, that means they can train, and then about 2 weeks, 3 weeks after they start training, they can get out there and we can play some games. But, man, it's hard. It is, because you never know. And all it takes is one person to come through there who has the coronavirus and to slip through the screening process, get into the bubble or the mesh net or whatever you want to call it, the biodome, whatever you want to call it, and then your season is really in jeopardy. Because if multiple players on multiple teams come down with it, that's not the spirit of the sport is going to change. You don't have a whole lot of time, be it the NBA with these 8 games plus the playoffs, or Major League Baseball, who's only playing 60 games. You don't have a whole lot of time to get players worked in from a chemistry standpoint. You've just got to throw them out there and hope they know what they're doing and just go. And that's going to change the feel of the sport. This is huge, what's going on today in Major League Baseball. And it could, like you said, mess up the start of the season.
you look at 60 games, so it's not even
Yeah.
really a season in baseball. That's a little. I don't know what that is. Again, that's the equivalent of a 6 or 7 game NFL season. That's like what is that? That's a couple months. Like I mean, the records don't matter in baseball this year. Who's gonna? If you bat 500, it doesn't really matter because it's a 60 game season. I mean, it's irrelevant. The counting stats, home runs, don't what you want. I mean, unless somebody. Now, I will say, if somebody manages to hit 74 home runs in 60 games, that is
impressive.
That record will count.
That.
That record will count for sure. That person will be tested extensively, not just for COVID, if you know what I mean. But that would be amazing. So yes. Speaking of which, the Yankees general manager and Brian Cashman and Cubs general manager Jed Hoyer both said that the HIPAA Act will keep them from being able to divulge the names of any player who tests positive. And this is kind of the standard operating procedure. Now, here's my issue. I have no issue with that specifically. If the player wants to reveal it, they can, or if someone else wants to, I mean, there are ways to make that happen. As Brian Cashman said yesterday, this would be a speculating circumstance where you would have to use your journalistic superpowers to determine if there's anything there or not. So that's I like.
When's
I like
the last
that.
time you used your journalistic superpowers, Peter?
I use them more often than you might think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to ask the questions: who, what, where, when, why, how. You got to. That's how you use your journalistic superpowers. But here's my issue. So the HIPAA Act on a HIPAA on a individual person, yes, understandable. There are definitely rules with that. But we're seeing some colleges in particular, and some organizations use HIPAA as a blunt sledgehammer to avoid revealing any information about COVID and about the spread of the virus within their ranks, whatever their ranks happen to be. Well, HIPAA is not meant to stop you from doing that. There's nothing within HIPAA that would stop you from revealing non-personally identifying information about what's going on within a school or an organization. So, if it is a matter of public interest and a matter of public concern, not just from a sports standpoint, but if you've got a son or daughter that you're sending up to University X, and you want to know what is the case rate from the testing that's been done on campus at University X, within whatever department or whatever, that is information that you deserve to have. That is information that should be available to you. It does not mean that you have to specify the individuals that are positive. Although, again, those individuals would need to be quarantined and all of that. So I guess you could figure it out soon enough. But that's a vital thing. And I encourage everyone to keep fighting on this. If you hit a HIPAA wall, keep rolling through it. I mean, on an individual level, sure, you can't reveal someone's personal medical data. But in the aggregate, absolutely, you can. And it's a matter of public interest and public safety. You're particularly on these campuses and places where there's an enclosed space and where you're working closely together. That's public interest. So that stuff needs to come out.
Yeah, you can release it, like you said, without giving names or giving some sort of identifying information. You can say, hey, we've got 5 players. We've got 5 people affiliated with the team. We've got 9, 10, however many. We are quarantining X amount of people for this reason. That college coaches, man, they are something else. They will use this as a way to try and be as vague as humanly possible, and that's their sport. They have gotten away with being as vague as humanly possible about really dumb things, honestly, for a really long time. And this is serious. This is too serious to get away with being vague about. We need to know, the powers that be need to know what is going on from a coronavirus standpoint on your university and on your campus. So just share the damn numbers. Don't pit the players' names if you don't want to, but share the numbers at least.
Well, the numbers, and again, I this is really more for everybody out there just listening to, demand those things. Don't let that stop you. I mean, if you need that information for when you're trying to figure out whether or not your child or your son or daughter is going to go, where you guys are all making the decision about going back to school, going back to should you be in person, should you not, all that stuff. This matters. This information matters about making that decision. And you need to have access to it, and you need to be able to demand that you get that access. So keep fighting that fight, and make sure that you don't stop. Don't stop. We'll come back. We'll spin that wheel of conversation when we return. Also, Rob Fisher coming up 9 o'clock. Lots to get to as we continue here on this very muggy, humid Wednesday. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy get you through the midday with Sports 56 Middays. Delivered by FedEx. Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 96.1, and 87.7.
Commitment, dedication, perseverance. At FedEx, our people are our strength. Even during these unprecedented times, we are delivering medical supplies, test kits, and the things you need every day. Helping the world move forward together. Strength, what we deliver by delivering. FedEx.
Great news, sports fans. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse is now open for dine-in service. Make a reservation and enjoy a mouth-watering steak dinner. Or, if you prefer, take it curbside. In addition to their fantastic steaks, the Butcher Shop Steakhouse has a variety of entrees, including Canadian lobster tail, crab stuffed shrimp, pan-seared red snapper, and fresh ground steak burger with portobello mushroom sauce. Planning a 4th of July cookout? The Butcher Shop Steakhouse offers a great selection of fresh Angus beef, hand-cut steaks and burgers, lamb chops, Atlantic salmon, and more. Make your reservation for dine-in or pre-order for curbside pickup. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse, dine-in, curbside, and delivery. Plus, enjoy the sizzle of top-quality Butcher Shop steaks on your own grill. Call us at 757-4244 and visit our website, thebutchershop.com, for menus and more. The Butcher Shop Steakhouse, Walnut Grove and Germantown Parkway. If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Frontier Western Store is open and ready to serve you for all your needs in boots, apparel, pet food, and more. Frontier is proud to be a local leader here in the Mid-South when it comes to boots. Stop by the store today for an incredible selection of name brand work and dress boots. Come browse aisles and aisles of top quality boots at everyday low prices in our world famous boot showroom. Dan Post, Rocky, Durango, Twisted X, Georgia, Ariat, and many more. There are so many styles, colors, and fits available, you might need a hand picking out your favorites. Luckily, Frontier's knowledgeable sales staff will cheerfully assist you with any questions you have and ensure the proper fit of your new boots. Frontier also has an amazing selection of jeans and shirts by Wrangler, Ariat, and Carhartt, as well as a fully stocked women's boutique department with thousands of tops and dresses at unbelievable prices. New arrivals often. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Gilman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and CJ Hurt. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Maybe just the touch of a hand. Well, me, I fall in love with you every single day. And I just wanna tell you I am. So honey, now take me into your loving arms.
I don't know that I've ever heard this song.
Who is this?
Kiss me
Ed Sheeran.
Okay, yeah, I've heard it. I can't believe this beat out Kendrick that year. All right.
Really?
Yeah, it beat out All Right.
Oh, that's a good song by Kendrick.
That's a great song by Kendrick, and that's a great song. Period. I can't believe this beat that. I can, but I can't.
It's yeah, okay. I mean, it's okay. Ed Sheeran is fine. It's fine. He's a fine artist.
Okay.
He's fine at what he does.
People rock with him.
That's fine.
All right.
I got no problem with that. I'm not telling anyone how to live their lives.
Exactly.
You want to rock with Ed Sheeran, that's your business. I don't like your business, but that's your business.
Hey. Teach his own.
To each his or her own.
To each their own. Yes.
Well, not necessarily. Depends on your pronoun.
His, her,
to each
their.
his, her, their own.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Come on. Show some respect, CJ.
I apologize.
Family Leisure Studios, that's where we are. You can have lots of fun. This summer, you may not be going out to do all the fun stuff that you normally would do. Maybe you're doing some of it, maybe you're not. But being outside with your family, you can still do that. And Family Leisure can help you with that. Play gyms. Boy, what a great thing that is to have right now, because playgrounds may be somewhat inconsistent these days, or maybe you just aren't spending as much time out there. Maybe you can't because of the rules that are going on. Understandable. Get that play gym so that you can have all that fun right there on your own property, in your own house, in your own home, at your own time. You can do all that with Family Leisure, and Family Leisure will help you with all of that here in the not just in the Family Leisure Studios. Although I've asked them, many times, can we get a play gym for us to play on while we're doing the show? And
that would be great.
So far the answer is no, but hopefully we can still do that. Of course, you got the pools. Now's the time, man. Pools, because it's hard to get to a pool. It's hard to get to a pool. You have that pool outside, above ground pool. Whoo, boy, perfect day. When it's this humid out there, there's nothing like being in the pool. So check it out. Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road, just north of I-40. They will help you, and this is the time. I mean, this is really the time to take full advantage of all of that. Family Leisure. All right, so let's spin that wheel of conversation and see what we got. And we may have to sort of start the conversation and then maybe bring Fish in. Maybe we'll see what happens. I don't know if we can beat yesterday's Zach's relationship corner. I hope it doesn't land on Zach's relationship corner.
I hope it does.
We can't have 2 days of it. We can't stand 2 days. It's too. The people cannot.
Told Zach when I left yesterday. Zach called that girl. Told him exactly.
Did you call her?
No, he didn't call her.
Has anything changed since we talked? Zach?
Oh my gosh! Is it going to be on it? Come on, backspin, baby. Give me. No.
Oh. What do we got?
Animal sidekick to have.
Hey, listen. Don't be like that. Don't be like, animal sidekick to have.
Fictitious animal sidekick. Not mythological pet, not mythological
Hey,
creature,
no. Stop.
Fictional. I'm talking like a Scooby-Doo or a Hedwig or
but
something
you're,
like that, man.
Yeah, you're all depressed.
Because I want to talk more about Zach's relationship. Damn.
Well, look. Hold on. Stop for a second. All right. So fictional. So this is a fictional animal.
Sidekick. Fictional.
Right.
Sidekick.
A fictional animal sidekick. Which one would you want for yourself?
Yes.
It has to be one that's already. You can't create your own.
You can't create your own.
Okay.
And it's a character. So fictional animal character sidekick. So we've done mythological pets before. We've done like Pet to Be before, where we're using those types of things just in general. Mm-hmm. But this one is like Astro from the Jetsons. Like that is an animal character pet sidekick.
All right,
so let's one of those would you like to have?
Let's table that for the moment and spend the rest of this hour talking about Zach's relationship situation. Because people have been asking about the update, about what's going on.
Oh, thank goodness.
Lots of people we had lots of texts and questions about what's going on with Zach, what's the deal with Zach, what's Zach's situation, etc. So any update, Zach, on what happened after we had this meeting yesterday?
No, there's
on the air. The people of the world, not just the Mid-South, but all over the world, streaming all over the internet on YouTube and Instagram and all those areas, the Periscope and Twitter and all. Has anything changed?
Yeah, there's no update. Not today.
Is there going to be an update for tonight?
Call her today? When's the last time you talked to her?
You said what?
When's the last time you talked to her?
That was Monday.
Zach, you got her email address?
No, I got.
Send her an e-card, something. My God, man.
No. Listen, if you get her email address, when you were up last night scrolling through weird YouTube videos or whatever it is that you were doing, and you couldn't sleep, if you had sent her an email that said, "Listen, baby,
yes,
girl, I'm up. It's 1:00 in the morning. I can't sleep because all you're doing is running through my mind. I've just been thinking about you and what we could do together in 3 weeks, or depending on what your schedule looks like.
Because you got things to do, and
I
got
things to do. I got things to do. So obviously we can't spend that much time together. But potentially, girl, if and when our schedules realign for a brief moment, Send her that email. And then she wakes up because, you don't want to disturb her. You don't want to send her a text because she might not have the phone. Who knows? But she wakes up. She's, she's going through her email. She checks the email and says, "What? This is over from Zach at 1. This is interesting." And then you have given her that. That's a beautiful message to send that she's on your mind. And then that's just the way to go right there. That's beautiful. Because I know she was on your mind, Zach. You weren't just watching weird fight videos or whatever it was that you were watching. She was running through your mind. You were thinking about her. So tell her that.
Call that girl today and set up something, Zach. We talked.
Email her.
I mean, I got a direct line to her.
Well, then use it. This guy. Use it, man. You got the direct line. You got that hotline to her heart.
And when that hotline bling, it only means one thing, Zach. Come on, man.
Send her the email. At the very least.
Hotline Bling, another great song about breaking up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Drake has a whole lot of songs about breaking up.
He do.
This is a song about breaking up.
It's all been about breaking up. Just, come on. Hey, Zach, come on. Come on. You could do this. Send her an email. Send her a poem. Come on, man. You got this. Send her a limerick. A haiku. A sonnet.
Hella hey.
Hella hey.
Yes. Hell, say hey.
That's what those horses are eating. Hella hay. Come on, limerick. There once was a man named Zach who couldn't get to sleep on his back. I was thinking about you because you're going to be my boo. Now, I hope this limerick isn't whack. There it is, right there. I just made that up on the spot. Send her one of those. She's gonna be putty in your hands. Y'all call Zach 360-8255. Tell him to get in touch with this girl. If she's listening, call Zach 360-8255. Text 67129. We'll see if the Hatchet Man has any thoughts on this as well, among other things. Here's coming up next. Rob Fisher when we return. Real Sports Talk Sports 56 96 187.7.
When we were younger and free, I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles.
The folks at Homer Skelton Hyundai want to say thank you. Thank you, Memphis, for another spectacular year. They set records, but I can understand why. You think about the product. Where else do you get a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty? That's what you get on every new car at Homer Skelton Hyundai. Oh, and thank you again for the 11th straight year, the #1 certified pre-owned car dealership in all of Memphis. It starts with that product, but then it goes to the shopper assurance. Where else do you go where you get transparent pricing, flexible test drive, take the car for a couple of days if you want, streamlined buying process? You're not going to be there all day, in and out. And then, and I have not seen this anywhere else, the 3-day worry-free exchange. You buy a new car, if you've got any buyer's remorse, you've got 3 days to change your mind. Just get on Lamar, take it into Mississippi, the first exit's Craft Road, turn left, and go see Chris True and all the gang at Homer Skelton Hyundai.
Hi, this is John Conway with Conway Services. Is your old energy-guzzling air conditioning system struggling to make it through the summer? As the summer heats up, many old, inefficient air conditioning systems just can't keep up. We know the timing's not always right to replace your air conditioning system. That's why we have air conditioning systems for as low as $79 per month. That's right, replace your old air conditioning system this month for as low as $79 per month with approved credit. And with today's more efficient models, you could be saving money on your utility bill every month. So the next time you have air conditioning problems, call the experts at Conway Services. And you know, with Conway Services, you'll be receiving our award-winning service every time. So call Conway Services, the Mid-South's premier heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric service company at 384-3511. And the first 30 callers with a 10-year-old air conditioning system will come out and inspect it absolutely free.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
It's time to upgrade your game and get custom fit for free at Edwin Watts with their summer bonus trade-in sale. Come in now through July 12th and get a 50% bonus trade-in on any Callaway TaylorMade or Cobra inline products. Chart out your game with the new Bushnell Tour V5 rangefinder and be the course DJ with Bushnell's new Wingman, the first ever audible GPS and Bluetooth speaker. The summer bonus trade-in sale is happening now through July 12th at Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Glad to announce the Rendezvous open for business 11 to 8 p. Tuesday through Saturday. World famous Rendezvous up and running. If you need some barbecue nachos, brisket, ribs, maybe a cheese and sausage plate, the Rendezvous back and open for dine-in, carry-out, and curbside. While not much changes in the alley basement, you will see a few small differences and additions. For now, open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. And they have desserts. Think key lime pie tarts, chocolate chess pie tarts. Spend some time downtown and visit our friends at the Rendezvous in the alley in downtown Memphis since 1948. All of the Vergas family thanks Memphis and the Mid-South so very much for your support during these times, and they're there for you, as always, in the alley in downtown Memphis. Mr. Charlie Vergos and family's famous restaurant, The Rendezvous.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, WIVG-FM Tunica Memphis, and WPG-FLP Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and CJ Hurt. This hour is brought to you by Acura Memphis. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
Drop it on me. I'll rent a beach house in Miami. Wake up with no jammies. Lobster tail for dinner. Julio served that scampi. You got it if you want it. Got it if you want it. Said you got it if you want it. Take my wallet if you want it now. Jump in the Cadillac. Girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry,
what?
So bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like.
Welcome back. Hour number 3 is here. We're in the Family Leisure Studios. Peter and CJ with you. Sports 56 Morning. Zach playing them Grammy Song of the Year winners from the 2010s. This is a good one.
Not even the best song on the album either.
Good album, man.
It's not
Phenomenal album.
Great album.
Bruno got it.
One of the, I mean, again, I've told you this before. I like showmen and showwomen. Put on a show when you are performing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the whole thing. I want you to be James Brown. Let's just be covered in sweat when you're done with the performance. Just, let's go. And Bruno is that.
Yes.
He is out there. I mean, you got the horn section. You got the whole. He's
got
moving,
the hooligans
dancing.
getting after it.
I mean, it's that's what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I got to watch him in the Super Bowl back in New York.
Oh, you got to see the Bruno one?
I got to see the Bruno one. Yeah, it was great.
So when Super Bowl Sunday hits, I have a Super Bowl playlist of sorts, and towards the end of the playlist, I just go through and I have some of my favorite Super Bowl halftime performances, and just watch them start to finish. So I think I go like 7-8 deep, and Bruno is always on there. That performance was so good, that Super Bowl. My gosh, great. What happened?
Still by far Diana Ross.
Leaving in the helicopter.
My ride is here.
Oh.
Like, you know how baller you got to be to leave an event in a helicopter? Get out of here. Only Diana Ross could do that. And it was a really good performance also.
We had Michael up there, on top of the scoreboard and then coming back down. All that stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Just like great stuff from our friend, the Hatchet Man, who joins us now, Rob Fisher, of course, at The Fish Nation on the Twitter soon enough, back on your screen in some form or fashion. As the Grizzlies will resume play later this month, we can say that. How about that? That's exciting. That we can say that. And some activities going on right now with the Hatchet Man. I don't know what's happening over there, Rob Fisher, but I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, we had a load dump on the driveway this morning already. So another load number 4, been delivered to the residents.
Dropping loads this morning, huh?
Man, everybody can't go 3 or 4 loads in the morning. That usually takes all day.
Usually, yeah. So we're getting after it early here today with another load. So yeah, hopefully this is the last one.
How many loads are y'all expecting? I know you said hopefully this is the last one. You think you got 1 or 2 more loads in you?
We'll take care of these 3 loads today. I mean, we got 3 loads in this 1 load delivered today. So hopefully we'll get after it. Yeah, so it was a triple load morning.
I can't imagine last time I had triple load delivered.
And especially in the morning.
Especially in the morning.
No. Well,
that's some strong coffee.
You're eating right. That's healthy living. That's what it's all about right there. So you guys, before we talk about what's going on around the basketball world, a good get on getting the old Dave Yeager for Keegan Sports.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you manage to hook that up, huh?
Yeah, no, just have some contacts, man. Some contacts. It was fun visiting with the Eggs yesterday, and it was cool talking to him after Keegan did her interview with him, and just start reminiscing a little bit about some of the great Grizzlies moments while he was both an assistant coach and a head coach, and he was just talking about it, enjoying reminiscing about those wonderful times and times that he really shared, and I got to have a great relationship with him, and being a head coach is all he ever dreamed about, and when he got the opportunity, I think took advantage of it, and he did a nice job with Sacramento as well. Unfortunately, the one thing that he's got to do going forward is he's got to get along with his bosses a little bit better than he has.
That's true.
In his first 2 stints. So, hopefully he'll get another opportunity to coach, and he wants to coach. He wants to get back out there. And I think we've learned from watching him in Memphis and watching him in Sacramento that the guy can coach. We know that for sure. It's just he's got to be better with his relationships with the people that are paying him and the people that are above him, and that's been a problem in both of his stops.
Did he happen to mention anything about what he thought about the NBA's restart plan? Or if he was glad that he wasn't having to be a part of that, being separate from his family for so long.
Yeah, well, the thing he didn't mention that. He's excited about it. I think, like a lot of people, just to look at it and see how compelling it can be or could be. So he's excited about it getting started. The thing that has hurt him is trying to get another job. Everything's been pushed back so much. And then when the off season comes, it's going to be such a short off season that, how much movement's going to be made and things of that nature. So it's kind of been, it's hurt his career going forward. But, he's got to spend a lot of time with his girls, and he recently got remarried. So he's had a lot of good family time, like a lot of us have.
Well, it's been different. And has you spent time, I know he's a man who's known to be on the farm, with the horses out there. So I'm sure he appreciates your Hatchet Man approach to the outdoors. You guys get any outdoors tips about getting out there in the land?
We really discussed killing weeds.
He
was getting ready to go kill some weeds, and I had been killing some weeds. So we discussed that. The weeds, man. Let me tell you something. They just don't go away.
They don't.
You can do all you want. You could spray. You could put this little powder stuff down. You can do what you want. But I mean, there's one area here. I got rid of all these weeds, and then the next thing you know, 2 days later, all these mushrooms are coming up. What? So now I got to go get like mushroom killer.
What is it? How do you? Is it different than killing regular weeds?
I don't know. I'll have to ask my wife. She'll know. But it's a pain. It's a pain. They take over your life is what they do. And they delay your progress. It's what the biggest problem is.
What about
Can
other
you
pests?
cook them up though? Cook them up or eat them?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I don't. I mean, they're not good looking. Well, not that mushrooms are. I mean, maybe the ugliest thing you ever put in your mouth. But
Debatable.
open that up on your little text line.
Put that on the wheel of conversation. What's the ugliest thing you ever put in your mouth? Let's go. 360-8255. Okay, let's get it. All right, let's get down to it. Let's talk. Let's get real. This is real talk.
All right. Loads of ugly things that fit in your mouth. Okay, let's do it. What about other pests, Rob? What about the insects? Are you having any issues with insects? My yard is covered in flies and mosquitoes, and I can't seem to treat the yard enough without the mosquitoes and the flies coming back.
We've tried some new mosquito stuff. We have new bug people, so they've come in and helped. We got the Eradicator. I don't know if you're familiar with the Eradicator. They're like these little. They're like these cones that you put some water and there's a solution. And you hang them in the trees, and you're supposed to hang them like at least 80 feet from where you congregate, so the mosquitoes are drawn to it, and then it's supposed to kill them. So we're giving that a shot. The mosquitoes, the flies are the thing, man.
Oh my gosh!
Just like the weeds, and there ain't no fly spray. There's just
no. There is a fly spray. There is a fly spray. There is fly spray. You gotta. It's a.
How effective is it, Peter? Does it work, or does it kind of work?
No. It was.
I need to get rid of the flies in my morning coffee.
So I had to use there's metered fly spray, and it's there's different types, but it's often for like horses. You use it for like barns and stuff, right? But it works for regular. It works for house flies as well. And
the highest rated fly sprays are like found at. You have to go to like the vet.
Yes. So you got to go to like the horse store. You got to go to the
where's the nearest horse store?
You got to go to Horse Smart, and go get
Horseco.
Yeah, that's right. Horseco is great. Go and check that out. I'm sure our friend, Kristen Talent. You remember Kristen Talent from back in the day? She's a big horse, horse aficionado as well. She might have some information to help with Dave. You can talk to Yags. He's had horses. I know.
Yeah.
He probably has some thoughts on that too. But go get the horse. There's this fly stuff that we used, and it was very effective. You spray it around, and it was good. Very very toxic. So be careful. But
I don't care. They're my nemesis. them and the weeds.
Oh, the flies are
just the worst.
Absolutely.
We've had some wasps. So got the wasp and hornet spray, which is always fun to chase them around and get after them, because they that spray hits them and boom, it's over. It's over that fast. So been chasing them around a little bit too, because I got stung by a wasp a couple weeks ago for the first time in my life.
Oh no! How was that experience?
Yeah.
Oh,
it wasn't great. It got me like right in the chest.
Ooh.
I was in a pool, and it got me right in the chest, and it stung me, and it wasn't a pleasant experience, and it hurt for a couple days, a little bump, but it's okay now. But
thankfully you're not allergic. Thankfully you're not allergic, though. That's the important thing.
No, but see, because I was nervous. I mean, I was nervous. I said, hey, make sure we have some Benadryl or something, because I've had some problems in the past. Yellow Jacket once got me when I used to work at Kenrick's Meat Market as a young lad, and I got hit by a Yellow Jacket in the throat, and after that happened, my throat swole. And then at the golf tournament one year, got fire ants, and throat
fire ants will
closed.
get you. They'll get you.
Oh man, they are attacking little evil things.
They are.
They got me, so I was a little nervous about the wasp, but toughened through it, and got through the day, and it was tough though, man. It was tough. Those wasps, they'll make you rethink things,
No, there's no question. But I'm proud of you. That's strong. It's difficult. My son got attacked when he was 4. He inadvertently came across a wasp nest that was in a hole in a pipe, and he just happened to come across it, and they 3 or 4 of them came on and all stung him. It was a whole thing. And
No.
that was a rough patch. We had some fear of wasps to this day, many years later, still as a result of all of that. Rob Fisher, Hatchet Man, joining us.
People that have survived wasp bites.
Yeah, I've survived yellow jacket and wasp attack and horse flies as well, and it's hard out there in these streets. Everybody, be safe. Are you stacking plates? It sounds like you're stacking plates. Are you doing dishes?
No, my wife is laboring. She is shoveling part of the load to take to the backyard while I sit here and talk nonsense on the phone.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, that's it. Shout out to Dipty. What's up, Dipty? Good work.
Shout out to Dipty is what. She shook her head.
I hope she acknowledged that while she was working much harder than you.
Well, that's usually the deal. Usually working a lot harder than I am.
See, all I see is you at like Lowe's or Home Depot, just taking like grocery carts full of stuff, and then that's about it. That seems to be about the extent of it, right?
Yeah, and if you see a video of me doing work, that's usually like a finishing touch, and that's about it. Yeah.
You come in and like, yep, that's right. Let me finish the job here. That's right.
It's a fraud.
That's fine. No, let's keep that fraud going until we can get some more free gear for you. You may be back to work soon enough. I know that the folks, the Fox Sports folks, everyone's working on trying to figure out how best to broadcast all this stuff. And I think everyone's going to be remotely. You guys are going to be doing it remotely, but it looks like it's going to happen in some form or fashion now that we know the schedule, Fish. What do you think of the schedule, and what have you been hearing about how you guys are going to be putting this thing out there?
Schedule, is what it is. You knew it was going to be difficult. I mean, the thing is, you're every game for every team the rest of the way, you're playing playoff teams or teams that are competing for the playoffs. So nobody's schedule is easy. And, so while I don't think the Grizzlies' schedule got any harder, I think that everybody else's did. So, I think that's, I don't know, beneficial for the Grizzlies, but I think it evens things out a little bit schedule-wise, which is good. As far as what we're going to do, I mean, again, nothing has been set in stone. I think everything's still being worked out. And, but yeah, we're expecting to do it remotely, and, it'll be interesting. We're going to have to get creative on some of the things that we do on as far as, like especially my job with sideline reporting and not being on the sidelines. So, there are a lot of things in the works of what we could be doing, and just kind of brainstorming right now of ideas and things, because, we're expecting huge crowds to be watching and a huge audience to be watching when basketball returns, maybe as big as we've ever had, because of the anticipation and everyone waiting so long to watch sports actually happen. So, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a different experience for sure, and it'll be unique, and it'll be tough, I think, for Pete and Brevin to call a game off the monitor, but they're both pros, and I'm sure Pete will have it down the first 5 minutes of the game, and it'll be interesting. We're just excited.
Well, I've called a game with Pete on the monitor, a soccer match with Pete on the monitor, so I know I've got a little experience with all of that.
I'll tell you what, that experience certainly helps, no doubt about it, because I've done it as well, and Pete's done it, that he at least kind of knows what to expect going in and what he has to do. And a lot of times, when a coach will stand in front of Pete and Brevin, or referees in front of them, or guys that are about to check in or standing in front of them, they'll have to call a game off monitor for little parts of the game. But to do it for a whole game, it's going to take getting used to. But he's a pro. He's a professional broadcaster, and he'll get it down quick.
Well, we'll see. I know it's still up in the air about all this stuff, and whether this thing is even gonna go on. I assume it is, but there's been some discussion, about that because of the case level and the number of positives in the Orange County and in the areas surrounding the Walt Disney World Resort and the complex and everything else that are going on. And we've seen guys get test positive. Trevor Ariza is not going to go because of financial situation and a custody situation that he's got going. You've got Spencer Dinwiddie and DeAndre Jordan, who've both tested positive. You've got a few Avery Bradley is choosing to sit it out. You've got other players that are positive that we've not necessarily identified yet. 3 Pelicans, 4 players from another Western Conference playoff team that have not been announced. The Nuggets had to shut things down a little bit. In terms of who you've seen that might be affected by this, Fish, what's the most surprising one or the one that kind of got your attention?
Good question. Well, obviously Brooklyn. I mean, they're the only team it seems that's going to be going to this thing in tank mode. They're going to be putting out a lineup that's going to be pretty interesting. I think the Lakers thing's interesting, waiting on Dwight Howard. The NBA had a date that they wanted, but Rob Pelinka talking yesterday about Dwight Howard made it sound like that's still up in the air on whether or not he'll play. So without Avery Bradley, and if Dwight Howard doesn't play, I think that those are a couple of tough losses for the Los Angeles Lakers. They pick up J.R. Smith, but okay, that's fine. But
it's exciting.
I think Dwight. I haven't been a big fan of Dwight over the years, but I think what he's done in his role with the Lakers has been great, and has made their bench unit very difficult because of how big they can play coming off the bench. And so I think he's been great for them, and I think that'd be a tough loss. So a couple of tough losses for the Lakers, which make it interesting. Not to say they're still not the best team in the Western Conference, but I think a couple of losses that, they'll miss those guys when they play.
There's going to be more. By the time we talk next week, there'll be more information out there. We'll have it all for you. In the meantime, enjoy your fourth, whatever it is that you guys are going to be up to, and I can't wait for the opening of the backyard Shangri-La that you're putting together.
It's going to be fantastic, man. It's going to be a huge party. We might have to get cameras over here, and do this segment on the Facebook. And
we got to do it.
And all the stuff, the Periscope and whatever,
please,
and what have you.
Please, I beg.
Maybe
you,
a remote.
please.
Maybe you guys could do a remote from here. That'd be good.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm loving every bit of that. Fantastic. Rob Fisher, thank you so much. We'll talk soon, buddy.
Thanks, Rob.
Well, it's always a pleasure. Thank you.
He's the Hatchet Man, ladies and gentlemen. He's 3 loads in already this morning. Is the Hatchet Man. Very impressive. Dumping.
Expecting more loads.
I mean, it's what
those are going everywhere.
It's what happens. But that's how you gotta build. That's how you build for the future, and he's doing it.
He is
congratulations to him. When we return, we're going to discuss that topic that the Wheel of Conversation and the gods of the wheel managed to get for us, and that conversation is cartoon sidekick. That your favorite cartoon sidekick, the one that you would have, pet sidekick. Very important to point out. Animal sidekick. So no human sidekick. Robin, though Robin's name is in fact that of an animal, he is not eligible for this because he is not a pet or an animal. So just so you know, get those in 67129. Your thoughts on the text line, and we'll have ours for you when we return to the Family Leisure Studios. This is Sports 56 Mornings, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
It's R&R on sports.
The word is out about R&R on sports, where you've heard interviews from Ken Griffith Jr., Dr. J, Hank Aaron, and many, many more. R&R on sports, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m., Sports 56, 87.7, and 96.1. Don't miss us.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Chris Price here for Brian Elder Roofing. The storms we've had over the past several months have been devastating to our communities. The rainy season is ahead. You may have not even noticed the dripping in your attic, water stains throughout your home, or even worse, mold and mildew. Please call Brian Elder Roofing and we will send out our project managers to assess any damage. We will not try to sell you a roof if all you need is a repair. We will measure your roof from outer space. 0% for 60 months, even no payments till 2022 are available with approved credit. If you've noticed missing shingles, water stains, leaks in your roof, call us before you call your insurance company at 867-0303. That's 867-0303, and we will provide a free, thorough inspection of your roof's condition.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Napa know-how.
Get all the quality parts you need at your locally owned Napa. Because right now, when you order from Napa online, you can pick up curbside at your local store in just 30 minutes. Or get your order delivered direct to your door with free one-day shipping and over 160,000 quality parts when you spend $50 or more. Quality parts delivered quickly and safely. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating stores, standard ground shipping and exclusions apply.
Summer is open, and Lowe's is home for the 4th of July. This year, make your backyard the best place to be for the 4th, starting with the grill. Get the Charbroil 5-burner gas grill now, just $1.99. Then, fire up the eats and enjoy every bite outside with select patio furniture and outdoor decor, up to 15% off. Whatever you dream up for this 4th at home, visit Lowe's to make it the best it can be. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
I want to invite you to come by the Spirit Shop. You know, that little log cabin on Poplar, your liquor and wine oasis. The Spirit Shop has been providing sports fans their beverage needs since way back in 1969. So come in now and get ready for the big game. Whether your favorite team wins or loses, the Spirit Shop will help you celebrate or ease that pain away. The Spirit Shop is open every day, and they're located perfectly at 4848 Poplar. That's the corner of Poplar and St. Nick.
You already know you can listen to Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 anywhere with the Sports 56 app or at sports56whbq.com. But you can also watch live video of all of our shows on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Periscope. Don't miss out on anything. Stay in touch with Sports 56, 96.1 and 87.7 on social media. Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and CJ Hurt. This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America.
This dude is very talented.
Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now.
He will always be known as Raz P. Berry to me. But.
One of the best music videos of my lifetime is this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
The meanings, the subtleties that he expresses his thoughts with throughout the course of the video. This is a video about police brutality and other things going on in the black community, and this was done 2-3 years ago before people were paying any attention. So we've been having this conversation, another example of us having this conversation years ago. Grateful, glad that finally folks are beginning to have the conversation with us and pay attention as well.
And also, like, the meaning of the video as well. Like, if you go back and, like, rewatch the video, you can see, like you can see that he's trying to tell you what's going on, but because we got people dancing in the foreground, that everything in the background is blurred out because, you know, we only seeing what's being performed in front of us.
Yes, it's a good video, good deep video.
Yeah, it's excellent. And he's great. And yeah, so shout out. Good stuff. Did you see that, before we talk about our question real fast, did you see the fact that Zion is on the cover of NBA 2K21?
Mm-hmm.
On there are 3 covers, and the next generation cover has Zion on it, rather than Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Lillard is also going to be on there, and then there'll be another cover athlete revealed tomorrow. Ridiculous. Should be Ja Morant. Ridiculous.
That's done based off of sellability, and Zion is you can sell Zion.
Zion's great. I love watching Zion.
you can sell Zion. This isn't an award that matters at all. So yeah, knock yourself out. Dame Lillard is on the cover of this thing. Like, it's fine. Knock yourself out, everybody. Have fun with it. Ja will be on there one of these days.
Will he?
Yeah.
Ja said he's gained 12 pounds in the in the interim since the end of the season. That's a lot of weight. It's a lot of muscle to gain, man. I mean, some of us have gained 12 pounds probably, but I'm not sure that it's useful for playing basketball.
This is the thing with 20-year-olds. Like they're not done growing. They've got another spurt left in them. And I'm saying because Jaren Jackson Jr. is younger than Ja.
Yes.
They don't have grown man bodies yet, and they're already phenomenal basketball players. Imagine what's going to happen when they get those bodies. 20-year-olds got one more spurt in them. One more. And this John Morant may be in the midst of his last growth spurt and might be beginning to fill out some, which is scary.
Fill out like Zion filled out?
No, nobody. There's not many who can fill out like that now.
Is he going to go to sleep on the bench? Mask on, just
he might if it's
bored.
bored.
Nap,
if it's
naparoo. He's got kind of a Winnie the Pooh thing going a little bit. He just got
Zion.
Zion. Yeah.
Yes.
Got a little belly. To conserve that energy level.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone seemed to know that Winnie the Pooh. A lot of people don't know he was a tremendous athlete.
Pooh Bear?
Pooh Bear. Oh, yeah. Pooh Bear could had major ups.
Absolutely.
Did you see how high he went up to get that honey in the tree?
That was going to be my point. How else was he going to get that honey? The reach isn't there. Now, the reach is concerned.
No, just like Zion. I mean, again,
but he can get up there and get the honey.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You saw his moves. I mean, a hugely popular figure.
Mm-hmm.
In spite of the fact that maybe he doesn't look like the traditional athletic bear type.
Yeah. I mean, you would love for it to be a wingspan of an owl. Also, there's some issues with the motor with Pooh Bear. Like you need him to. I would like to see him work on that motor. Get more of that Tigger sort of motor going on.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got every bit the hops that Tigger does. Tigger's got the quick twitch muscles though.
Tigger, that second jump, third jump is
just real fast. But from a just height standpoint, like a vertical, they've got comparable verticals. Tigger's just got so much energy, and he's just got that quick twitch. He can get up and off of the ground so fast, so many times. Pooh Bear's good.
The problem is that the team that they put together, and I mean I've talked about this a lot with Christopher Robin
Mm-hmm.
and then the other folks, A. Milne, obviously involved as a GM of this whole team. But the issue to me is Eeyore. He's really the energy around him. He just does not. He's a tough teammate, not a good teammate. Brings a lot of negativity to proceedings. Is really just unable. You can't get a good team spirit around Eeyore because he's just constantly bringing the whole thing down. And we've talked to him about it. But he's gonna have to get away. I think Pooh's, in order to really reach his potential, he's gonna have to get away from Eeyore.
I disagree wholeheartedly. I think that Winnie the Pooh is such a positive, such a good leader in that locker room, and the presence that he has kind of overshadows somebody like Eeyore, who, while Mopey isn't the same sort of charismatic figure of Pooh or of Piglet. That's the one.
See,
for me.
Piglet's the one. Piglet's
is
the
concerning for me. Piglet and
what?
Rabbit.
No. Piglet. I think
those two are remarkably concerning. You've got to be. You can't be afraid like Piglet. You can't be afraid to take the big shots. You can't be afraid to make the big plays. And Piglet's fear, Piglet's reluctance to do some of those things makes it to where you can focus on Pooh. You can focus all of your energy on Owl or on Tigger. Also, I think Rabbit wants to be the guy in charge and is not willing to defer the way that Rabbit needs to defer. Those are the two for me, not necessarily Eeyore, but Piglet and Rabbit. I think that if this thing gets derailed, it'll be because Piglet is afraid to take the big shots in the big moment, one, and two, Rabbit will be, being Rabbit, being the know-it-all that he is, afraid to allow Pooh to assume the leadership role and the leadership throne, and there'll be a split amongst the Christopher Robin's neighbors, and in that neighborhood, like there'll be a split as to who they should follow. Should it be Pooh? Should it be Rabbit? I'm pretty sure Pooh will win out because he's just such a charismatic leader.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Well, the team makeup's not there, but we can get it there. We can get it there for sure. Kenga and Rue, love to get them a little more involved in the offense.
Rue's got a really high motor, and like you talk about
great
IQ,
attitude. Great attitude.
IQ. Kanga's got one of the highest IQs on the team. You can make Kanga work. I would throw out there.
We need them more involved as a team. I totally agree with that.
Very coachable.
Very coachable. Very coachable. Absolutely. Now, this brings us to our discussion about the favorite pet sidekick. or animal sidekick, I suppose, is really the discussion, right? Your animal sidekick of choice, the one that you would have by your side through thick and thin in all of this. Zach, what do you got?
Scrappy Doo? You seem like a Scrappy Dappy Doo type of guy.
Scrappy Doo was that guy. Like it doesn't matter where. Like,
was he Scooby's cousin?
Yes.
Yes.
Scrappy Dappy Doo was Scooby's cousin, and Scooby Dooby Dumb was Scooby's cousin also.
Is that true? Scooby Dooby Dumb?
Yeah,
that's a real thing.
Yeah, the white one.
There was a white one?
He was white with black spots, yes.
So it was a sneaky athlete. I got it.
Yeah, it was Dooby Doo and Dooby Dumb.
Sneaky Dicky Dumb?
Yes.
So Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, he'll get in that foxhole for you. For sure.
Zach, when are you going to need to be in the foxhole?
You just never know. You just never. Listen, people will try you, so you got to have somebody that's going to go head first into that foxhole with you. You just never know. And even though Scrappy is small in stature, I like his heart. His heart is in the right place, and I can roll with that.
Do you see some of yourself in Scrappy?
No.
Okay. Because I see some Scrappy Dappy.
I see some
Scrappy
No.
Dappy do in you.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I see some. I think that's I would agree. I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
It's actually going with Scrappy. Got a couple of texts here on the text line 67129. Dino Mutt is by far the best.
Dino Mutt, yeah.
Dino Mutt. Another texter says, I'd want the Angry Beavers to be my pets. What is that? Norbert and Daggert? Yeah. Norbert and Daggert, I'm pretty
From
sure.
what?
From the Angry Beavers.
That was Cartoon Network.
That was Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon? Okay.
That was Nickelodeon.
I never saw the Angry Beavers.
Yeah. I have Angry Beaver socks. Yeah, and it's a show that centers around
beavers?
two brother beavers, Daggert and Norbert. Norbert is the cool one. Daggert is the high-strung one. And hilarity ensues. I don't know what to tell you. Like, Dagger's getting beat over the head with trees while Norbert is out there just kicking it, chilling, pulling all the beaver chicks. Is really funny. I enjoy it.
All right. What do you got?
Oh, this is hard. This is hard for me. First off, I can't do Scooby-Doo. Like, I like Scooby-Doo. I can't do Scooby-Doo. He eats too much. And I'm pretty sure he's on that stuff, so I can't be around.
Does Scooby count, though?
Yeah, he's a sidekick.
Because he's the star of the show. He's not a sidekick.
The show is named after him.
I mean, he's not a sidekick. You can't call Scooby a sidekick.
Good point. So Scooby is out.
See, Scrappy's a sidekick.
Scrappy is. Astro is interesting. Dino, Dino is interesting also. But if I'm choosing one animal sidekick, who am I going to? I don't know. What's the cricket from
Jiminy Cricket?
No. Although that I thought about Jiminy. I'm thinking of the other cricket from Mulan. Jiminy Cricket could work because he just make all my decisions for me. Like, hey, you know what? I think that is a bad idea. And having somebody like that around to bounce ideas out off of could work. Maybe Jiminy. It might be.
Jiminy's not bad. That's not
Jiminy,
a bad choice.
I'm going to go with Jiminy. I was thinking about the cricket from Mulan because he's a lucky cricket. And I need as much luck as possible. But give me Jiminy.
I thought about Sebastian, the crab. You know, he's always fun to kind of be in the mix. Certainly, but I mean, there's it depends on what you're looking for. I mean, to be honest with you, it depends on kind of what you're after. But to me, the one that popped right off, and I think is the one that's the winner is Yoshi, because Yoshi's a pet. Yoshi's very useful. You could ride Yoshi. Yoshi could fly if you need to. Yoshi can jump really high.
Can Yoshi fly?
Yeah.
Yoshi can't fly. You have to
if
jump.
Mario's
off
flying,
No,
if
you have
Mario's
to-
flying,
you have to jump off Yoshi to fly. Yoshi can't fly.
No.
Can Yoshi fly now?
Yeah,
Because in the
Yoshi
old
can fly.
Mario, Yoshi couldn't fly.
Yoshi can fly.
Okay.
Come on, man.
All right.
Yoshi can fly. Yoshi can spit things out. If you can eat and then spit things out, can poop out eggs of various types. That's very exciting. Really, all you can ask for, and it seems very loyal on top of everything else. So, I think thumbs up all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't go with like one of the Aladdin animals.
Abu.
Or
Abu would be fun.
See, but here's the thing. But Abu is a little bit of a wild card. Abu,
Abu will get you messed up.
Abu's the one that got you messed up in the Cave of Wonders. He couldn't keep his hands off that jewel. If he hadn't done that, it would have been no big deal. But it got very maybe the magic carpet's not really a
not an animal. Neither is Yoshi though. Yoshi is a fictitious thing, but we'll roll with Yoshi.
Yoshi's an animal though. He's a dinosaur. That's an animal.
Okay.
It's a fictitious.
Yoshi is a dinosaur dragon.
Yoshi's a dinosaur.
Dragon.
Scrappy Doo is a talking dog. Like these are what are we debating here? That doesn't exist either.
He is a
But
dog,
that
though.
doesn't-
He is a dog.
Dino was a dinosaur who was. What are you talking about here? You talking about Astro the Robo Dog? That's okay. But
is Astro
but
a
we
Robo
can-
Dog?
Yes.
Think about Astro from the Jetsons. Was he
Yes,
Robo? Okay.
Astro's Robo Dog,
Okay.
right? Come on, man.
Yeah,
What are we-
Yoshi is a dinosaur.
Dragon.
Yes.
No.
Yoshi's a dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur.
He's
telling
just a
you, Yoshi
dinosaur.
is a dinosaur dragon.
No.
They're saying he is a dinosaur.
He is just a dinosaur. That's
That
what he
breathes
is.
fire? Like, no, get out of here. That's a dragon if it breathes fire.
No, it's not. It's a dinosaur that breathes fire.
That's a dragon.
What are you what like that's a real thing? Like, oh, you're right. No, yes, absolutely. What are you talking about? He's a dinosaur, fictional dinosaur. As a fictional dinosaur, he can do whatever he wants. An Italian plumber can ride him. That doesn't make him a horse or whatever. What are you talking? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. He's a dinosaur. End of story. He has a long tongue like a lizard or something. I mean, still doesn't matter.
Okay.
Did T-Rexes have long tongues? I don't know. But it's not real. It's not real. Jeez Louise.
So
67129.
So if we're going that route, because I'm thinking of animals, like you said, like Scrappy Doo is a talking dog. So are we going with Rocket 2 from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, that rocket could work. Would Groot be able to work?
Right.
Groot's very useful, but not very talkative, or at least not talkative to the point where you could. They have to go
you
together.
have to speak Groot's language.
Yeah, you have to go together. You have to go. Yeah.
I'm Groot.
You got to have somebody to translate.
Yeah.
I'm Groot.
Rocket. Really, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy can talk to Groot, and
But
Thor
Rocket's-
knows how to talk to
But
Groot
Rocket's
also.
in the same. Rocket to me is in the same boat as Abu, where he's going to get you in trouble.
Oh yeah, no, you can't.
You
can't
can't
rock
trust
Rocket.
him. You can't trust him.
No.
You can't trust him
at all.
No, you can, but when push come to shove, he will go into that foxhole as well.
Yeah, but he's going to create
Yeah,
the situation that's
right.
going to require you to go in the foxhole.
Right. Like you're
You
in
don't
the
want-
box
yeah.
hole looking at him like, yo, why would you
Yeah,
do this,
yeah,
Rocket?
exactly,
Why would you
exactly.
take this from these people?
Yeah.
You know they're killers.
What?
You know
It
they
was there.
No.
Yeah. See, that's I can't be having that. You want too much. No, I need good, reliable situation. Yoshi's, look, he's right there for you.
Mm-hmm.
You pop your head on the thing, a little egg pops out. Here comes Yoshi. You know what? If you lose him, don't worry about it. He's coming right back. You're good.
Yeah.
No problem. You can make
I
him
see
in
Yoshi.
different colors. I mean, what's
Pink
not to
Yoshi
like?
is my jam.
Yeah, what's not to like? He's customizable. There's so many different things that you could have happen.
Texter texted in. First Bank text line 67129. Give me courage, the cowardly dog. He may be scared most of the time, but he always rescues Muriel and Eustace.
That's a good point. I was thinking Clifford the big red dog also.
How you
that
gonna
was
take care of the big red dog?
What do you mean?
I mean, he saved the people from the flood. Like,
Yeah, Clifford is incredibly useful. I mean, he's not
I
good
didn't
at hide
say
and
he's
seek,
not
as we've said before. He's not good at hide and seek because he's pointed that out many times. He's not good at that.
How do you take care of a big
You
red
have a
dog?
swimming pool full of water.
Okay.
You have lots of food.
Do you got
and
a
you're
pool
good to go.
at your house?
I get one. He'll dig one. No problem. He's good to go. Come on, man. If you got a big red dog on your side, what are you going? Who's going to mess with you?
Are you planning on? Wait, whoa! This is taking a turn. You're not planning on Mike Vick in this thing, are you?
Well, I hadn't before you said that, but I could make some money. I don't know now that you say that. No, I'm not planning on that. Jeez. I mean, I wasn't my plan before, but you've opened up a new profit center possibly for this. Now that I think about it, not a bad idea. No, I'm saying for protection. No one's gonna mess with you.
Who is messing with you and Zach, man?
Beware of Big Red Dog. Here it is.
Zach's getting Scrappy Doo. You getting Clifford. Like, I don't understand. What type of life are y'all leading where y'all need protection?
You never know.
Okay.
It gets wild out here in these streets. You never know.
You must have got things to do like Zach got things
That's
to do.
right. That's right. You got things going on. Things are happening. 67129. We'll come back and continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 96.1, 87.7.
Want to get your voice heard? Hit us up on the First Bank phone line or First Bank text line.
First Bank is here to help you, whether you're a business looking for a loan to expand or refinance an existing one, a homeowner looking for a mortgage or home equity line, a consumer wanting to finance your dream car, or wanting a competitive rate on your CD deposits. Let First Bank try to handle your banking needs. Stop into one of First Bank's 3 local branches today, 6482 Poplar Avenue just east of International Paper, 8398 Highway 64 across from Wolf Chase, and 6280 Highway 64 in Oakland. Or check them out online at firstbankonline.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Farmers Insurance knows that there's a not-so-subtle difference between the sound of a car hitting your rear bumper and the sound of a clown car hitting your rear bumper.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Sorry about that.
We call that a 3-ring fender bender, and we covered it. Talk to a farmer's agent.
They know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at memphisfarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
You'll see the dedication in every single step. You'll see it in the smiles when smiles are hard to get. You'll see it in the little things that add up to success. The caring and passion are the things that we love best.
Wolf Chase Limb Brace is your Mid-South provider for orthotics and prosthetics. They are an ABC accredited facility, and their practitioners are ABC certified. At Wolf Chase Limb Brace, their services include artificial limbs, legs and arms, braces of all kinds, and custom molded inserts. You can call them today at 901-507-7821 for their location on Highway 64 in between Germantown Parkway and Appling Road, or visit them at their new location in Jackson, Tennessee. That number is 731-660-5900, or visit them on the web at wolfchaselimbembrace.com.
Dedicated our life to yours. Wolf Chase Limb and Brace.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdingers. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdingers, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdingers offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
You can get podcasts of all our daily shows and all of our biggest interviews delivered right to your inbox just by signing up at sports56whpq.com. It's the best way to stay informed on what's going on in sports, and it's brought to you by Surfacescapes Concrete Floors. They'll get your pool deck looking new and beautiful this year, and it'll be up to 20 degrees cooler on your feet. Call 901-888-5000 or go to surfacescapes.com. Get full shows and the best interviews from Sports 56 delivered straight to your inbox. Sign up at sports56whpq.com.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and CJ Hertz. This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Peter and CJ.
So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm a bad guy. Duh.
Billie Eilish, ain't it? This Billie Eilish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes me. I don't. I don't like it. I don't.
Yeah, I
it's-
agree
it's,
with
it's,
you.
it's unpleasant to my ears.
She cleaned house this year.
She did.
She cleaned house with Grammy Awards. People rock with it. I tend to be like you guys. Well, I tend to be like you, Peter. I don't know what Zach is, where he stands on Billie Eilish. But like, I cringe a little bit. But I know people who like, yo, you got that? You copped that new Billie Eilish? No, I did not. This is angry Avril Lavigne to me.
Yeah, she's definitely not on the playlist.
Unpleasant to my ears. I don't enjoy it. It makes it just I don't know. Like
Texted in, said Rafiki. He definitely keeps you in line. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, it depends on kind of what you want. What are you looking for? Are you just looking for
Cause you exactly looking to throw them hands.
We're looking for
y'all are looking to turn paws loose, literal paws loose on people.
I mean, I'm just saying, if I need to, go up and down my streets handling business, I can hop on Yoshi and we're good to go. Or I can hop on Clifford, either way, and I'm good to go.
Hey, you know what time it is? Stop popping them dang fireworks.
Yeah.
Yoshi.
Yeah. Let's
go.
Go get it. Let's go. And then look at this. And he takes that firework and he goes, loop, and he just sucks the whole firework patch in, and then it blows up like in his stomach, and he poops out a little egg, and then there you go.
Then you get a treat.
That's it.
If
That's
you,
right.
if
get a
Yoshi,
star or something like
if Yoshi
that. Great.
eats enough, you get the green shell, the green
Exactly.
mushroom. And if you get a green mushroom, you add another year to your life.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can get all those one-ups. I mean, like that's, or alternately, I can go over to Clifford, and Clifford can just stomp the whole, and then that's it. Done.
Just, hey, stop popping fireworks. Or Clifford's going to stomp on your house.
Yeah.
We're going to pop that house. Let's see how
That's
that
right.
works.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
And Clifford's going to be very, very, throughout the whole process, Clifford is very friendly. So he's just going to be, like that big tongue, just, drool hanging out. And then, but he might lick the whole thing up, and there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Knocked it out.
Okay.
However we want to handle it, and there's no problem. He's so big that, your firearms and fireworks do not work against Clifford.
Here's little old me with Jiminy Cricket being my good conscience.
Yeah.
CJ, don't do that. There's no reason for all that. You don't need to escalate it in that way. Like, okay, Jiminy, thank you. I appreciate it. You guys trying to throw hands. I'm trying to be a better person.
Hey, CJ, what's up? Then you popping off some fireworks, and then
here comes Scrappy. Daffy Doo.
Yep, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Scrappy's going to do, though. That's the only thing. He wants to fight, but I'm not sure what he can do. What's Scrappy bringing to the table in a fight?
All heart, baby. That's all heart.
What's that going to do against Clifford? Clifford's just going to squash his heart.
So you are trying
and everything else.
Trying to Mike Vick this thing.
Well, that is an unauthorized Mike Vick situation. Scrappy versus Clifford is technically a dog fight. That's true.
Not technically, it is a dog fight. What do you mean? You got two dogs fighting. What are you
Well,
talking
listen,
about?
no one's betting on Scrappy. I promise you that. There's no odds on Scrappy. I'm saying if they do. I'm not saying, if it happens that way. You understand, me and Zach are both looking for a fight, so apparently it's going to happen. There's no reason for it to happen, but it's apparently going to happen. Scrappy's going to come out and try to start something, and Clifford's going to finish it. Clifford isn't starting anything. I want to make that clear. Clifford's not starting anything. Or Yoshi. Neither one. We're not starting anything. We're going to be just walking through the neighborhood, hanging out. If somebody happens to have some problems, then we happen to take care of it. No big deal. Simple as that.
Okay.
So imagine if that man and woman came out with those, AR and all that, and Clifford's walking through protesting. See, that's a whole different thing.
Just a huge red dog just walking down the street
with like a Black Lives Matter. Red Lives Matter? Or that? No. That doesn't work. Did you see the people in Texas have Bar Lives Matter because they're mad about the bars being closed?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And signs said Bar Lives Matter.
All right.
See, people getting out here. That's what happens, man. That's what happens. We got to get out of here. Coming up next, it is Middays. Greg and Eli got you here in the Family Leisure Studios. Hope you guys have a great, happy hump day. Try to stay cool out there. It's ridiculously humid out there, so keep it cool in these streets. We'll see you in the morning.